exciting because it then goes into the rest of the portals, which are very fast for this, fast-paced for this particular month, which sets the tone. November moving into December, January, February, all the way to February. There's a lot of changes that will happen. So very excited, very excited for all of you, especially going to be using a lot of the tools that you guys have been learning over the past few days, over the past 5 days for the 5-day challenge. Today I wanted to break it down into 2 parts. Okay, have you guys got your notepads or notebooks ready, by the way? Because you're gonna probably need to take plenty of notes. Okay. Okay, very good. I can see some notepads. John, I see, is ready. Who else is ready? Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, notebook ready. Wonderful. They say note takers are what? What do they say? Note takers are, Jennifer is ready. Money makers. Note takers are money makers. Yes, Lana. So, so today I want us to split into 2 parts. Okay, the first part is going to split into a bit of a spiritual dive. So we're going to deep dive into some spiritual teachings. And then the second part is going to dive into a very physical teaching. And that's a physical action teaching about wealth, building wealth right now. So it's going to be quite contrasty, the 2 sections. I'm going to give around 30 minutes each, 30 minutes to the spiritual side and 30 minutes to the physical side. For if anybody, is anybody looking to manifest more wealth, more abundance, more financial freedom in your life? If you are, give me a FF for financial freedom. Okay, give me a FF for financial freedom if you are looking for that. That's wonderful. So you're in the right place. So in fact, I'm going to actually just share with you guys exactly what I'm doing, like right now, building wealth, building abundance. And yeah, so I'll break that down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to finish off with the final 30 minutes. So it's going to be 90 minutes total. The final 30 minutes, I'm going to answer a lot of the VIP questions. I know there's many VIP members here. And you guys may have some questions after the 5-day challenge. So I'll be here to help you guys out. So this is the next 90 minutes. So first of all, before I begin, I just want to say, I want to talk a little bit about my my vision and why it may be important for you guys to understand it and how it may contribute to what you guys are doing. One of the things that I kept saying during the 5-day manifestation challenge is everything happens for a divine reason. Everything happens for a divine reason, right? I want everyone to write that down. Everything happens for a divine reason. Even at times when it doesn't seem like it is. So a lot of the time when we connect the dots looking backwards, we realize we are exactly where we are today is because of the result of everything we've been through, gone through, you know, all the challenges faced and everything else that comes along with it. And I believe every challenge, and this is why whenever we teach people to find their message, find their purpose, or share their message with the world, we always say these lines. I want everyone to write this down. Turning our mess into our message. And I believe that's what life is about. I believe that why we say every challenge is a blessing in disguise, because we learn from every challenge. If there were no challenges, you would never grow, you would never learn. But I also know as a human being, the 6th highest need, according to human needs psychology for any human being, is the need for contribution. How many of you would agree that a lot of the time when we achieve something for ourselves, we have that need, that wanting, that desire to help other people break through the things that we've already broken through? We want to be able to share, hey, by the way, that thing you've been through, I've been through it too. Let me share with you something. Let me help you out. How many of you get that desire to help others through something that you're familiar with, right? You do. And so what does that mean? It means you turn your mess into your message. Like, it's natural. And so I always say there's a few stages to this awakening. The first stage is accepting that everything that happens to you or with you or for you is really for you. And once you come to that acceptance, then you say, okay, what do I get out of this? What did I learn from this? How did I grow out of what I just gone through? And then after you get that reward for yourself, you have this natural human desire, this need, this soul calling, this higher purpose. When we are contributing beyond ourselves, it's a We are back. We are back. We are back. So what I was saying before, I was saying that a lot of the time when we have that mess in our life, we turn it into our message. And I believe when we start sharing what we know, what we learned, we start satisfying something that's beyond ourself. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Like you start satisfying this greater desire and you feel good. How many of you feel good when you help other people? Right? We naturally feel good. And that's the best indication to what our purpose actually is in this physical reality. Our purpose is to give beyond ourselves. Our purpose is to serve humanity. Our purpose is to do something bigger. But the only thing is, and I always say to people that most people, we like helping people. We like to contribute because it satisfies a bigger need. We feel more purposeful, right? We're living our dharma. But at the same time, many of us cannot do it all the time. And the reason why we can't do it all the time is because we have our everyday stuff we need to handle. Is it not true? It's very funny when you ask a lot of spiritual people, you say, is money important? They say, no, it's not important. Yet at the same time, they work for at least 5 days a week doing a job they don't enjoy for the thing they say they don't like, which is money. And it's like, so are we still on? We do that because we need to. But then my question always to people is, what if these two realms didn't need to be separate? I always see, I don't know if you guys see this in the world. There's like two separate realms. You have like the spiritual people who always like, oh, money, materials, cars, houses. No, you shouldn't have all of that. No, I'm spiritual. I don't need any of that. Love is more important to me. I want to make peace on earth. Great, you got a big heart. And then you've got people on the other side of the spectrum who are like, well, who's these woo-woo people? You're hugging trees and stuff, doing all this meditations, weird stuff, and well, what are you guys doing? Just go get a job already. Go do something. How many of you know what I'm talking about? There's like this physical realm, and then there's like the spiritual realm, and then these two don't understand each other. The spiritual people say, you're never going to find happiness because you don't understand what happiness is about. Right? You need to feel gratitude. You need to be high vibrations. You think money's gonna make you happy? And all these money people are looking at all these broke people and say, you guys are broke. You can go get a job already. Go do something. Stop sitting around meditating every day. But my thing is always like, hey, both sides, we need to not forget that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, meaning that we are part metaphysical, spiritual, and we are part physical. So my question is, why can we not be abundant in both? Should we not learn to be happy all the time? Should we not learn personal development and spiritual awakening and all this type of stuff? Should we not learn about love and self-love and all the rest of it? Should we not learn that? But then, should all the spiritual people, should you guys not learn about money? Like, hey, you live in a money world. I don't care how many times you hug a tree, but hey, you still need money to feed yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you're really thinking of going up into the Himalayas and living in the caves all your life, then okay, to take apples from trees every day, it's free, right? But if you're looking to live in a physical reality and being a spiritual being, shouldn't you learn abundance, like real abundance, not just spiritual abundance? I know whenever you guys close your eyes, oh, I'm in bliss. Yeah, but when you open your eyes, you're not in bliss, right? You're kind of, I got bills to pay, I got all this stress. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So when I went through this journey, and you guys may have seen that the first part of my journey, my dad told me to make money and you'll be successful. I went to make money and I was supposed to be successful, but I wasn't happy. And I couldn't understand that at the time. Why was I not happy? But then I realized that happiness doesn't mean you have to have money. And that was a big epiphany for me at that point. Because when I went to Kenya and I seen the kids and I said, hey, they don't have money, but they're happy. How does that happen? So I learned about the happiness perspective. But then what I soon realized was that I can't just say I'm just going to give all my life because, hey, how can I give if I ain't got anything to give? So I realized that I still need to get back to work and I still need to do something and I still need to make money, this thing that I thought wasn't success, but I still need it. And then you realize that, the first part of it, and I always say to people, your first part of making money, you probably buy a lot of things for yourself, feed your ego a little bit, feel proud of yourself, all the material stuff. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But then hopefully you'll make enough money to realize that it doesn't make you any more happier. And if you get that epiphany, that's a beautiful awakening because then you realize, hey, so what is money for? And I always say that money's great. Money's amazing. Money's great. Money's amazing because money allows us to make a big contribution in this world. People say money's not important. I say, hey, you should ask my kids in Kenya because they'll tell you it's really important. Many of them wouldn't be alive today. They wouldn't be fed today if it wasn't for money. And so people say, Master, you're always forever still making money these days, have you not made enough already? I say, no, I'll never make enough. Do you know how many people to feed around the world? I fly out to Kenya every year with volunteers, and you see there's more and more things happening. And how can there be enough? No, actually, I'm probably going to live and die and still make money. I'm all the way to I leave this planet. I'm going to continue to make money. And what do I want? You want to make more? Yeah, I want to make more. I want to make more and more and more. I'm not afraid to admit it. Being a spiritual teachers, you're not supposed to speak like that. I'm like, no, you have your beliefs, but I know what I live. I see it. I see the results of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't have to like dress in Louis Vuitton every day. No, I just wear a hoodie. I'm happy. That's fine. But well, why are you making more money then? Oh, this person's really greedy. Keep making more money, more money. No, look, you call it greed. Money is not greed. Wanting more money is not greed. The greed for money is greed. Are you guys catching what I'm saying here? Right? If you're greedy for money, it's greed. But wanting more money, nothing wrong with that. You're destined for it. Hey, you're one with the universe. You're one with the collective. You should be infinite. You should be abundant. Why not? So when I went through all this journey and understanding the two sides of the spectrum, because I was once both. I was once just the money person, and I was once just the woo-woo person, because I said, hey, money's not important, and I was wrong. And I said, what if I can have both? Why can we not have both? We are here in the spirit, we're here in the physical. Why can't we have both? Why can't we be abundant in both? So then what did I realize? I realized that God put me through depression. God put me through all of these things. God put me through all these different challenges and realizations and wrong thoughts. For what? For me to finally find the right thoughts and the right balance. And after finding that, I realized that when I look at the world, that's how people are suffering. I see a lot of spiritual people suffering, which is kind of strange when I say that because, oh no, I'm really happy all the time. No, you're not. The moment you open your eyes outside of meditation, you look around you and you're like, can't feed your children, can't pay the bills, you're stressed. Oh no, but I can do yoga. Yeah, but how about you just be peaceful and blissful every day, and you have that freedom, like your soul and your spirit really desires. And then I look at the other side of the spectrum and I see these people, right? Especially now that I live in Dubai. I mean, I see it a lot. A lot of people are chasing money after money and they're still not happy. And then they think that buying a bigger house or buying a more car will make them more happy, which is quite interesting. I'm like, hey, if I can go on one side and wake them up to say, hey, I've been there before, it's not that. And I can go on the other side and I wake them up and I say, hey, by the way, I've been there before, it's not that. And I'm like, wow, that's my mess. Both of you are my messes that I've been through, and if I can wake them up, and I feel that will change the world. I really believe it. Why do I believe it? I'll tell you, it's very simple. I believe spiritual people have a big heart. They all want to make it world peace. Yeah, okay, but make some money and then you'll have the freedom to do world peace. Because otherwise you'll be stuck in your job at least 9 till 5, 5 days a week. So how are you going to work for world peace? You ain't got time for that. I always say, what if we gave the wealth tools to all the people who are spiritual? I reckon they will change the world because they got a big heart. And if you give them some money, hey, I believe they'll give to a lot of people and help a lot of people. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying? So I said, hey, I want to educate spiritual people to be material. Quite interesting, huh? I said, I want to not material. I want to educate them in wealth. Actual real wealth. Retirement, money, freedom. And then I said, hey, I've got my second message and my second purpose in this lifetime, and it's very clear. I also want to wake the other people up as well. The sleeping, like the Walking Dead. Those who are chasing non-stop materials after materials. And I say, hey, by the way, you have so much money, but if I told you something about purpose, if I got you to dig deep inside in the spiritual realm and your spiritual purpose, and you finally found your spiritual calling to help people, I'll be like, wow, that's world peace too. If I can put the spirit back into the money makers, and I can put the money making into the spiritual people, I say, wow, that's going to change the world. And so that's why for the past like 4 or 5 years or something like that, this is my dedicated message. I say, if I can empower you guys on both sides of the spectrum, I think that can change the world. And that's why today I want to do that with this short session we have. I want to do half spiritual and I want to do half really physical tools, like no woo woo, hug a tree and say you're abundant, no, none of that stuff. Actually, what would I do? Is it okay that we break these two parts down? I just wanted to explain that a little bit because otherwise some people get confused. I don't know what he's teaching. Why are we one moment talking about our chakras, and then the next moment he's talking about investing in stocks and shares? And you're like, what's going on? Why is this class? I want you guys to understand, that's my purpose behind it. And if you're in for that, then take plenty of notes because I'm sure you'll be able to use a lot of it. Okay, so we're gonna start with the spiritual side. So I had a big realization during my awakening journey and initiation when I was up in the Himalayas with my spiritual master, Grandmaster Aksha. And one of the things was I realized a lot about yoga. I know this is not no yoga class, and it doesn't have to be named yoga. You could call it some body movements or whatever you want to call it. But what I realized was I realized that we have an infinite soul that's currently, I think I will use the word trapped in a temporary human existence, right? So that's what we have right now. And our spiritual self is always wanting to expand and be greater and know that we are more and know that we're unity and want more love and all the rest of it. When our physical self has a lot of limitations. Everything physical is limited. Everything metaphysical is infinite. And so what this game, this human game is a little bit like, is like we're trying to break free, basically. Like our soul craves it. Our soul wants that type of freedom. But the thing that stops it is because we have this human mind and we have this human game that we play. And with the way we've been conditioned, you can't do that. That's not realistic. You're not supposed to do this. You have rules. But in fact, your soul is always wanting. How many of you, look, be honest here. How many of you know that deep down inside, there's some rebel of a soul inside there? Like you don't really like to be told by people what to do. You want to do it your way. You don't really like to follow other people's rules. You don't like to. How many of you know deep down inside there is some rebel soul inside you, right? Yeah, there's so many me's, right? I know you as well. It doesn't matter if you're vocal about it, non-vocal about it, fearful about it, or very confident about it. Either way, every single one of you, I know there's a lot of things that you want it your way, but it's just because of certain conditioning, you don't have it your way at times, right? Now, the thing is, what I realized about yoga, because up until 2019, I already practiced yoga, by the way, before, but I thought yoga was just kind of like going to the gym, kind of like going to play football or doing, it's just stretching. You just go for a physical workout, maybe some people do it for weight loss, some people do it for some stretching, it's apparently good for health, like all exercises. So that was what I thought it was. Now, and we're back again. So I think maybe the message is too powerful, and Mercury retrograde is happening to us even when Mercury is not in retrograde. So, so what I was saying was when I was up in that journey, and and I was learning the yoga, I realized that yoga wasn't what I thought it was because I the first day, the second day, and the third day, what we were doing was we were doing a lot of physical practice, and I just thought, oh, it's exactly what I thought it was, right? It's tiring, it's hard, it's tough, and that's what it is. But on the third day, he did a third eye meditation with me, and I'm telling you, what he said was, close your eyes. I closed my eyes. Then he said, can you see a light towards your third eye? And I said, well, if I if I imagine it, I guess it's a light. That's what I said. Those are my exact words. And then guess what? He said, well, what about now? And then it just went and then went and then went through loads and loads of lights and loads and like this huge tunnel. I got so scared, I freaked out and I came out. I said to Grandmaster, I said, I seen the light. And he said, yeah, I know you did, but that's because I just opened it for you. He said, in this journey, you have to learn to open it yourself. And I was like, what is this? This is crazy. So from that moment, he had me hooked. Day one, day two, day three, I wanted to come back home really. I'll be honest with you, because it was tiring, when you're not that stretchy, and then you try to stretch you in all these different ways. It's kind of tiring. So I was like, I don't. What is this about? And he said, okay, so we need to open here, and I want you guys to write a few things down. I'm going to share some areas for you. Here we have our energy center. Chinese refer to as dantian. It's basically where all our energy is stored. So qigong is here, tai chi. Everyone learns here. Yoga is here. Everything. Whatever you do, energy healing is here. That's our energy center. And if we go according to chakras, these are our lower three chakra points. It's our solar plexus, it's our sacral chakra, and our root chakra. Most of our manifestation powers are stored here. We can say most of our soul's energy is here. It's kind of like our generator, we can call it, right? Just like sun, solar, energy. Solar plexus, yeah. So, can't see what I'm referring to. You want me to take my top off? Or what do you want to see? Tell me what you want to see. You want to see my solar plexus? I'll have to open up for you, huh? So, so, so yeah, this is kind of where the yeah, is energy center the stomach. It's kind of like it's full. It's like from it's a huge section of it, right, all the way down to the base chakra. So that so so that's our energy center where most of our powers exist. And quite frankly, what I realized through the awakening journey is that most people, and inclusive of mine, is blocked. We have many energy blockages. And the reason, and actually, I want you to write this line down. It's probably going to be a bit deep, especially if you guys are just starting out on this. But it's very, very powerful. The download that I received one time during the journey. Our physical is purely a limited reflection of our metaphysical. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Our physical is purely a limited reflection of our metaphysical. So what does this mean? It means like if there's something wrong with our metaphysical, our energy, our soul, our spirit, right? If there's something energetically wrong, it actually shows up in our physical in a limited way. So let's say, for example, you may get a lot of rashes, spots, whatever, or breakouts, whatever. Or sometimes, I don't know if you guys, anybody experienced this before. You try to lose fat and your whole body loses fat. It's not that hard, right? But for some reason on that lower stomach belt part, that little donut ring part, the little cute love handle muffin top thing. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Like it's always like even the this top part is kind of easier, but when it goes to the lower part, you got this like little belt and it just won't go away. Have you ever felt that before? It's like you can do a million crunches and you're still trying to crunch away and you still got this little cutie thing going on, right? Cute, no. So, and the reason why that stubborn fat, so we'll refer to it as stubborn fat, the stubborn fat is because there's blocked energy there actually. It's very normal. It's not, please don't hear that and think, oh my God, my energy's blocked. What am I going to do? No, it's normal actually. Majority of people have blocked energies. So energetically, it cannot flow. And when it energetically doesn't flow, and you'll be very surprised about this. I've had many students and disciples who have witnessed this, and I took them through some spiritual fasting time, where they finally broke through with certain breath work and things like that, and it unlocked. Now I'm going to say this, you heard this right. When they finally broke that energetically, they lost the belly fat here, but you know what invited? Money, right? You're probably thinking, what did he just say? What's he talking about? You got rid of belly fat. What did they sell it for money or what? No, I'm saying because what happens is your energy is in flow. A lot of our when energy blockages are there, it stops the flowing towards us. When our energy is belly fat versus money, right? Other examples than fat on belly, many, because it's not just fat here. You can have a blockage on your shoulder, you can have a blockage here, you can have a blockage here. So there's blockages everywhere, right? You have heart chakra blockages, head blockages, everything. So it could be anywhere. But what I'm saying is that imagine somebody like for like 15, 20 years trying to make money and never being able to have that breakthrough financially. And then imagine I know it sounds strange, but imagine it's almost like someone went on a diet. And after the diet, it's like, whoa, why is all this money flowing in and opportunities coming in? That is literally what I'm talking about. And so whilst on this journey over the past few years, experiencing all of this, I was like, whoa, like this shit is real. It's like, is it one after another, one after another, one after another? And I'm like, wow, that's really quite crazy, right? That must be the reason why. No, we cannot just go there because obviously you have to learn the physical tools too, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about later. But what I'm trying to express here to you guys is that everything is linked. Everything is intertwined. Our physical world, what comes into our energy, what comes as opportunities, is linked to our energetic body. And so when we understand that, what do we need to do with our energy sources? So here we have our energy center. Then we have the seven chakras, many people know, right? It runs straight from the head all the way down the spine to the root. Okay. So that's why a lot of time in meditation we need to sit up straight to allow these energies to keep flowing. Now, what I didn't know is this will probably account to, you can write this down, this will probably account to only maybe 60-70% of our energies. Okay, now you're saying, so where's the rest of our energies if it's not in the seven chakras? It's in our minor chakras. So in our body, we have many nadis, channels, energy points. And so we have minor chakras. And it's from our toes, all the way from our toes, up our legs, up our arms, and all the rest of it. Now you're probably thinking, what's this got to do with manifestation? It has everything to do with it. I'm going to explain in a moment, right? So meridians, yeah. So now, so we've got these small minor chakras, which nobody talks about, right? There's actually thousands of them, so I'm not going to name them, right? And then you've got your main seven chakra system. Now, there's a few that's very significant. Is the ones in the feet, the ones in the legs. How many of you, by the way, are in our 108 circle? If you're already part of the 108 circle, type 108 inside the chat. Right. When we, right, quite a lot of people, okay? So everyone in our 108 circle, every week we do 3 times physical practice, forever. When we do that practice, where do we start? Where do we start opening up our chakras? Where? How do we know more about 108 circle? I'll let you guys know a little bit after. Let me explain this first. I can speak about it after, okay? From our feet, okay? From our feet. From our toes. So a lot of the time when we're doing the practice, we start with, I want to be part of 108 circle. Okay, how to join? Can we just come back a second? I'll explain how to join afterwards. Is that okay? Let me just go through this whole thing first. Yeah? So please. Okay. So we start with our feet and we open up. And there's certain locks and certain asanas we do to unlock our meridians, channels, nadis, And then when we unlock the feet, after our feet and our legs are unlocked, right? They're activated. What do we do with our legs? 108 circle people, please. Thank you, Janine. We do what? Yes, exactly. We lift it up. We pick it up. Now you're saying, why do we pick up our legs? Because when you pick up your legs, what happens is, right? Now the energies are traveling towards your energy center. Naturally, what will that happen if you activate a lot of the small pipes and then the energy pipes, and then you allow the energy to target the energy center? What will happen is there will be a lot of pressure that goes towards the energy center, and therefore it's like rushing imagine like putting a lot of water through a place that's blocked. What will happen? Boom, it will open up. Are you guys understand what I'm saying? That's why in yoga, then I realized it's not just a physical practice. When you lift up your legs holding like this, the energy is moving. So why do we want to move these energies? When it activates this, then we do our twist, we open up the spine, and then what's most important? What do I say on the back of the neck? There's 3 channels, but which part do we open up? Right? Please make note of this because, yeah, thank you, Janine. On our shoulders, because we do some asanas which kind of like clamp the shoulders a little bit. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's very powerful. And when I was doing this practice, I remember saying to Grandmaster, I'm not looking to be a yoga teacher, And he said, this isn't about yoga. I said, but we're just doing yoga every day. And then he said, you will see. And so he let me see how this would move our energy and how this corresponds to awakening and manifestation. Because he knew that, like, I dedicate all my time to teaching people manifestation, And so what happened was then we do some asanas that clamp the shoulder. And what that does is it activates this part, very important, on the shoulder, leads to 3 channels on the back of the neck. These 3 channels lead to the pineal gland, and the pineal gland linked to the third eye. Okay? So that's the line of energy. So usually we open up from there, open up our energy center back and forth, and then open up the shoulders to open up the third eye. Now you're saying, so, okay, that was the goal. Everything's to do with the third eye. Yes. Everything's to do with the third eye. Okay. Now you're saying, so why third eye? Third eye is like your spiritual airport. You can go anywhere. You can connect to anything, anyone, anything. It's like your airport. It's where you can transport your, we can say soul or energy body, whatever, to anywhere, to connect with anything, infinite source, universe, whatever. Right? Now, when we do that, so what are we doing? We open up all these points, and then we open up to third eye. What's the final asana that we end on? The king of asanas. What is it? Can anybody tell me? Headstand. Thank you, Ada. Right? That's why in our 108 circle, we always finish on our head. Now, I know some people can't do headstand. They're like, so what should I do then? You don't need to, because as long as your head is touching the ground and your body can go upside down, you don't have to lift your legs up. I mean, obviously it's better, but if you cannot do king of asanas, headstand, you can actually still transport or transfer energy from the rest of your body towards your head. When you do that, what is that to do with then? I'm going to break it down into these three parts. Number one, energy activation. Okay, so what we're talking about right now, the first thing we're doing is we're activating all our energies. Right? That's why the movement of the body and all the rest of it, right? So number one, we're activating our energies. Okay. Number two, we're unblocking. We need to unblock all the areas where it's blocked right now. Energies are not flowing. So what are we doing there? We're just allowing all the energies to flow. So the second thing is to do with the flow of energy, right? The first one is activation of energy. The second is flow of energy. Okay. And the third part is what? The focus of energy. I'm going to say that again: activate, flow, and focus. The third part we go into is, okay, now if all of our body's energies are activated, our natural healing energies they arise. So your body heals, it cleanses itself, right? You don't need to find a healer. You don't need to no, it can heal everything. I'm talking about everything. I don't care if it's cancer or what, it doesn't matter. It can heal. Body has the ability to heal all of this as long as your energy body is healthy. So we've had many of these cases before, right? If this makes me rich, I'm willing to do it. We're not there yet. So the rich part comes, then the third part is what I'm referring to. So activation of it, creating energy flow, right? Your body is healthy. Final part, the focus part. This is where the magic happens. Because the focus part is saying, what is my goal? Okay. For some people, your goal will be, like what you said, making money. Okay, cool. You want to unblock for wealth. Okay. Now your focused energy, why third eye? Third eye is how you visualize. Even if I didn't use the word third eye, I say visualize something. Where are you looking? You naturally, even if you close your eyes, you're naturally looking towards here. Yes or no? You do it unconsciously. If you tell anyone, you say, imagine something, they'll be like, their eyes are actually unconsciously at third eye. You naturally know, your soul knows, right? You know. So what does that mean? You are channelizing all of your energies. Maybe right now, if you do a visualization process, the average person is probably using, I don't know, 3 to 5%, if that, of their energy on focusing towards visualizing the thing they want. The rest of their energy is stuck at all different parts of the body. But instead, what we are doing is we're saying, let's open the whole body up first, activate, get the flow going, and focus it towards our third eye. When we focus towards our third eye, now you visualize your dream, your goal, your desire, your vibration, whatever you want to achieve. Guess what? You're never going to get 100%. If you get 100% to third eye, you're probably dead, right? So it will not happen. But you probably get 70 or 80%. So when you get 70 to 80% there, what happens is all your focus energy comes there into the visualization. It matches the vibrational frequency of the thing that you're seeing. And then it transfers back into every cell of your body, wherever it was before, and you become the human vibration of the thing that you want to attract. So everything speeds up. I don't know if I'm going a bit too deep or going a bit too fast, but does it kind of make sense for you guys? Today I said we'll go a little bit faster and a little bit deeper because, yeah. So that's kind of how it works, right? Now, that's only one goal. That's only saying, okay, I've got a dream to manifest the love of my life, or I've got a dream to manifest money or something like that. That's why it's very strange when, especially logical mind people hear this because they're kind of, what are you talking about? This is crazy, you know. But I've tried it. I've tested it. Many of our students, disciples, community members have tried it for many years, and so we know that it's powerful. We know that it works, but it all depends on how much energy you can activate and how much energy you can transfer and whether you can stay focused or not. That's why we do so many practices every week in the 108 circle with our circle. We just keep doing practices to enhance all of these powers because it means everything. How many of you watched the documentary before of my journey in Himalayas? Some people watched it before. Can you guys remember there's a part where Lucy was sat there and we were doing this work as well, this meditation work, and then she said that she'd been wanting something. I'll tell you what actually happened, right? Some of you may be following Lucy's channel on YouTube, but anyway, besides the point. Then at that time she was trying to make it on YouTube for a long time, maybe 5-6 years, right? And maybe she had about 2,000 subscribers or something like that, wasn't making a big difference. And what was strange is when she came into the Himalayas with us and did these strange, wonderful practices, right? Opening up our channels and stuff. And then she set her intention while her channels were open. And you'll never guess what happened. She went back home and within 3 months, she hit 100,000 subscribers. So imagine a person who's been, that's what the story she was sharing when she was up on that thing, because she was like, those of you who don't know the channel, it's called Life by Lucy, right? So she's been a student of ours for many years. And it's like, what? Somebody has spent 5-6 years trying to make that happen. Then they just go up into the mountains with you, sit there for some time and do some practices. And afterwards, 3 months after, they got 100,000 subscribers. And I know many people will say, that's just coincidence, you know. But so is everything. I don't know if you are aware of this, but the word coincidence comes from the word coincide. It's a mathematical term that things are supposed to come together. You guys understand what I'm saying? It's supposed to. Yes, it's a coincidence actually. It's supposed to. We just need to learn how we make that coincidence more regular. And it can be learned. And that's why a lot of people ask me today, oh, all these ways to, create wealth and abundance and things like that. And oh, wow, you're going from this to that and then generating more here and doing more there. And what's it all down to? I say, actually, it's a very long story because I can give you the physical tools to something and you can take the exact step by step as me. But if energetically you're not of that vibration, it's kind of not the same. How many of you know what I'm talking about when I say I can randomly pick, like out of 1,000 people, I can randomly pick a person A, person B, give you guys the exact formula. Both of you can follow it to the T, but you're not going to get the same result. And then what do you class those people as? The people who get the result faster, you say they got lucky. And I'm saying, well, kind of. They got lucky because their vessel is prepared. They're more equipped, whether consciously or unconsciously, they're more equipped for it. Are you guys understand what I'm saying? Right? So I just understand that, like, that's the reason, right? They'll be more aligned to it. Yes, they're more aligned, of course. Everything is about alignment, right? Master, you're saying all of your students opened their third eye already? No, of course not. How? I have how many thousands of students? How can I have all open third eye? You think it's like opening a tin can, huh? Just pull on it and it opens. Right? Tap 3 times, it opens. There's no way. There's no way, and there will never be. It will never be the case, right? It will never be the case. I will never reach a realm on this planet to be able to say everything I teach everyone becomes successful is not possible. It's just not, you know. It's too many people. You guys understand what I'm saying? You need to understand life is all about yin and yang. Yeah, you have people win, you have people not win. It's always going to be the case, you know. It's down to the individual. But whether you win or whether you don't win, you got to try. True or true, right? Whether you win or you don't win, you still got to try. You cannot say, oh, well, if that's the case, then there's no point in me trying. No, well, you have to. That's part of life, you know. So anyway, so that's that part. But then what I wanted to touch lightly on as well is the deeper meaning of outside third eye, because when we can take it there, visualization is kind of like the first protocol that anyone can do. That's quite straightforward, you know. That just a few practices, everyone can do that actually, you know, for manifestation for self. But the bigger part of the 108 circle journey that we take people on is not so much about manifesting things for yourself. It's about fulfilling something that's bigger than you. And to fulfill something that's bigger than you, you need to get to know the thing that's bigger than you. So you need to raise your level of consciousness. And what does that mean? It means diving into the multidimensional beings that we are, into the multiple dimensions, the parallel dimensions that we exist in. That's a seeker's journey, right? I mean, if I start speaking about that, the outside realms of who you are and what you are outside, and you know, past life, future, all the rest of it, and parallel, we will never finish actually, because there's too much. And quite frankly, a lot of you don't need to know that right now, because maybe, you know, you're still at that level where you first just slowly finding what you want first, you know. But when we go into deep meditations, whether we do sleep dimension traveling, whether we do past life regression work, whether we do healing work, all that type of stuff, whether we do alternate dimensions, you know, galaxy meditations, things like that. A lot of those practices that I got from Himalayas, and I got the permission from Grandmaster to be able to share it with our students from around the world, is really for seekers. I don't know how many of you feel that way now, where, you know, sometimes you do ask those questions, you know, who am I? What am I? What was I before here? And you know, and what happens after death, and where do I go, and you know, why do these things happen, and you know, is there a God, and you know, all these type of questions. But I think that's kind of like the people who you get a lot of answers if you work with third eye meditation. Like I would say, that's my specialist, you know. If people, everybody has some things that they lean towards, but for me that was a big deal, because when I started to connect with things that are way beyond this physical 3D plane that we live in, was when I realized why my soul was here and why all of our souls is here, and it's not just for personal gain. That's too small. God would not create you just so that you can go to work and then hopefully retire early and then die. You know, it's like there is a bigger purpose, there is a bigger meaning, and I wish that one day everybody will be able to seek and find that answer. But that answer for everybody is slightly different, because there's destiny involved, there's karma involved, there's all these points involved, and I guess in that sense, the 108 circle journey is just for people to kind of understand that a little bit more. And once you understand it, you get closer to it, then you get more clarity for what you want in your life, you know. So that's that part I wanted to kind of have a small discussion on today, and open up to you guys. I don't know if there's anybody here who isn't part of the 108 circle but is interested in joining. Is there anybody like that? If there is, just type a 108, and if there is enough, then I'll just give you a few lines about it. Okay, wow, okay, a lot of you. So we already have a lot of 108 circle members here already. Obviously we've got a few thousand people with us, and 108 circle is very simple. It's not like any training program course, like you don't just buy it and join a 3-day course or something like that. It's a lifetime membership. So once you're in, then you give a little contribution. We can actually not take a profit, investment and profit from 108 Circle. Or other courses we can, which is great, but we can't because of our lineage and our practices. A lot of these spiritual teachings. That's why it's lifetime as well, because once you come in and you're under a guidance of a master, just like I'm under the guidance of my master, we take on that karma, and you cannot just cut it and say, I no longer take on your karma next month, So it's like it's not end of a course. So that's why it has to be lifetime. I mean, if it was my physical human choice, I would not do it lifetime. I would stop somewhere because too many people to take care of. Um, but that's how it works. And instead of the just like a usual tuition you pay for it, we just take a 1008 contribution for it. And that contribution goes towards, right now, some of you may know, or say some of you seen in my videos, we've actually bought quite a few pieces of land right now out inside the Himalayas. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term ashram, but we are forming a few ashrams out there. And those will not be able to charge any. It will just be basically a practice ground for all our students and disciples for future. So in future, if you guys need healing or want to go out for practice, or want to get close to those energies, there's a training center for you guys out there. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So that's basically how that exchange works, because everything has to be at least an exchange of energy for energy, even if I can't take the money or profit myself. So that's how that works. So if anybody's is there anybody interested in joining? If there is, give me a 108 inside the chat. Okay. So I'm just going to ask the team to put a link inside the chat. You guys can save it, check it out. Team can put the link in now. Want to know about, is there a payment plan option? I'm not sure. Just check the link. Actually, the team deal with all that type of stuff. So I don't get involved in the money side of things. So, team, if you can drop the link, please, so that everyone can see it, the 108. Thank you. And if you just lock the chat for one moment so everyone can save it, otherwise they're going to lose it. Yeah. If you just paste it once again so everyone can see it. So that's the link there. You guys can join on this form. I believe there's something like you can, I remember there is some sort of payment thing. So those of you who are not quite sure but just want to test it out, you can do just a 108 donation for first, and then you just join for a month. And then if you feel, I feel this is the right thing for me, then you just continue with the journey. So that's quite a good option as well. So that you'll see on the page. Every week, I lead 3 classes every week for our 108 circle. So we do yoga, meditation, breath work, mantras, healing, all that stuff. And then we do teachings, and then we also answer questions. So this happens every single week. And like I said, it's forever. So there's no end to it. And it's live on Zoom like this, except we'll have a yoga mat and a bigger space. So that's how that works. And also you guys will get, once you become members, you get recordings of all the sessions and all the previous sessions as well. So if you want to recap anything, the energy healing work and how to do this, how to do that, you get all of that. Yeah. I think it's probably the lowest entry point to getting most access, because just purely because we cannot add it on our profit business side. Otherwise, we would charge for every class instead of saying lifetime. But that's how that works anyway. And right now, we're doing a 30-day awakening journey. You'll be part of that as well. Right now, we're in the middle of it. But you'll get all the recordings of the past few days. There's initiations that are part of it. Basically, a lot of the practices that we did in the Himalayas that I got initiated with, I get to pass that on to you guys and do all that mirror work and healing work and healing and meditation work and dimension traveling work and sleep traveling and all that type of stuff. You get all that stuff with it as well. So that's that link. So please do save it, and then you guys can check it out there. I think that what you can do, is it easy to catch up? It depends if you catch up. If you dedicate time, I mean, it's only 1 to 2 hours a day that we've been doing the different initiations and practices. Okay, so it's not too long. Yeah. So if you really wanted to, I guess in one day, if you don't sleep, you'll catch up. Okay. If people are asking for payment plan and things, I think your best way is just go for the 1 month free trial. Then at least you can speak to a team, because the team members then have your contact. They can speak to you about it on if there's any options and things, they can speak to you about it. Okay. If you're trying to get pregnant, would you still recommend joining now or later? Avni, it depends when you're thinking of getting pregnant, now or later. um, it doesn't really matter, really. There's a few breath works that if you were pregnant that you should not do, but I would mention those. I would not turn myself upside down if I was pregnant. So there's a few moves and few things that I would say for people who are pregnant, but otherwise, majority of the things you can still do is not a problem. Yeah. And also another thing as well, maybe, if there are any other people who are, it's cost 108 for trial month. Yeah. What do you mean? For 1 month trial, yeah, it's 108. Yeah, it's not free. No, it's not free. We cannot actually give it for free. Yeah, everything has to be at least an exchange energy. So that's how that works. Liu said, can you do with 108 NFT? Yes, you can, of course. Yeah, so contact the team if you have the NFT, and then you can do that too. Okay. Is there an age limit? How young can you join? No, not really. Not really. No. No, not like that. Yeah. Yeah, so 108, yeah, you just commit 108, and then afterwards you have an option to say, no, I just want to join full, which is 900 for the lifetime. Or you say, let me just go through the month first, and then let me decide after the month. Yeah. So in the month you've already got 3, 6, 9, 12. You've already got 12 sessions at least, So every week there's 3 sessions. Okay. It's not 108 per month, no. No, it's just one time. You get the month, you try it out and see how you feel from there. Okay, now Christina's asking how to join the 222 group from yesterday. How long lasts one session? One session is usually around an hour. Yeah. Yeah, it's 900 pounds, it's British pounds. Yeah. Is there a possibility that you practice opening your third eye without guidance? Third eye is like an airport. Outside third eye is the vast collective of everything, meaning positive and negative. If you are, if you're doing simple stuff, I'm just generating a few vibrations up here and visualizing something, anyone can do that. If you are actually considering opening third eye, one should not venture out by themselves, because you don't know which way you're going. There's been there are people out there who do certain things and they go too far and they don't know how to bring the energy back. And that's why, when you dive, if you go dive deep, better you find a spiritual teacher. If you're just doing some simple stuff, just some tapping stuff and visualization, anyone can do. That's not a problem. Okay, but I don't advise anybody try to venture out yourself, because spirituality is everything. And I think some people think that spiritual awakening just means that everything's great and bright and rainbows and sunshine, but you got 2 realms, just like in this physical, right? It's the same. Okay. 108 is lifetime access. Yeah, you get lifetime access. Okay, we got a lot of random questions coming, so okay. Some people say, I just want to follow Jesus. Then you should keep following Jesus. Jesus is wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go on to our second part of it. Okay, then I'll answer the 222 question at the end. Is that okay? Okay, the second part of it. Now we're gonna change now. Please, can everyone just shake it out? So we're coming out of our woo-woo state, and then we'll come into our physical state. No more woo-woo stuff. No more energy, um, flying cloud 9 stuff. Now back to okay. We're in business. Put your business hat on. Okay. Okay. So into our second part, right? I want to share something with you guys. How I'm preparing for this couple of years. It's very important. Many of you have heard me talk about this before, maybe on YouTube videos or different sessions before. We have a 12-year cycle, and we're in the midst of the darker part of the cycle. And the darker part of the cycle, and I just want to let you guys know, every cycle has, just like in Hinduism, they also teach the three energies. We have creation, preservation, and destruction, right? We have one cycle. People are asking 2222 link, please. I haven't even talked about what 2222 is. Can you guys, can we have a bit of patience? Is that okay? Can we go through the teaching first? You guys just want to join everything without learning anything, huh? Is that okay? How to invest in IM versus NFTs. We'll get to that, okay? Let's one at a time, okay? Please take notes, okay? Can I repeat the three? Yes. Back to Shiva. So we got creation, we got preservation, and we got destruction, right? Every day there's cycles. Every month there's cycles. That's why every month there's we have emotional, ups and downs. And every year we have cycles, we have seasons, and every 12 years we have cycles. And right now we're in a 12-year cycle, and I'm not saying this to scare anybody, but it just is how it is, and I'm going to explain. We're in the cycle, we're in the third part of the cycle, which is destruction right now. And I don't think you guys really need me to tell you what cycle we're in, because all you need to do is look around the world for the past few years. What have you been seeing? It's been quite a lot of things happening. How many of you know what I'm talking about, right? It's quite obvious, really. It doesn't take you to open your third eye to know that. So we kind of can see that it's a destruction phase, right? Now, some people will look at destruction and they'll be like, oh, it's really bad. Oh no, everything's going wrong. People are dying. All the rest of people are being killed. Actually, in our spiritual teachings, we don't refer that way, because we start understanding that everything just is. Some old things need to cleanse, old energies leave, and new energies come in, create space, new innovations, new technologies, new creation. That's how things work. Now, I know we're talking about spiritual here. You said, I thought we were going on to wealth. Because remember what I said earlier. I'm going to say the line again, if you guys didn't catch it. Our physical is purely a limited representation of our metaphysical. If the metaphysical is going through a destruction phase, meaning physically we'll be able to see it. And on this planet, on this 3D plane that we live on, it just so happens that one thing that affects everything, right, is financially. So that's why you actually see, if you look back in history, every 12 to 15 years, there's always an economic downturn. Always. There's always a recession. Always, without fail. There is not, you cannot keep going back. If you keep looking back, every 12 to 15 years, there's always an economic downturn. Always. Where people lose a lot of money, house prices go down, stocks and shares go crashing, banks close, and all the rest of it, right? All the time. Now he's saying, so how does that affect us? Because I'm not invested in stocks and shares, or I don't own a lot of real estate, or I don't know. When these downturns happen, it affects everybody. The energy is low everywhere. You feel, I mean, this time coming back into the UK, I don't know if there's any friends from UK, but it's actually lower. I feel the vibration is lower than it was the last time I was here, which was about a year ago or something. Even and also when I went out to LA as well, I used to love LA. I used to love California, but recently, these recent years, you feel going in there, you feel that the whole energy and vibes, everything is lower. Are you? Am I just making this up, or does anybody know what I'm talking about? Like the planet, you can feel it. The vibe of people, the vibe of the place. You just land from the airport, and the moment you land, you're kind of like, ooh, what happened? It's heavy, right? And so this is happening globally right now. And so it affects people's livelihood, it affects people's vibration, it affects everything. And so it affects everyone, actually, not just those who are in business or those who have investments. But what we need to understand is, how do we get the upper hand on all of this? How do we best prepare for it? Because if we don't prepare for it, we're just going to be sucked into all that negativity vibe that everybody else is sucked into while this downturn happens. Because this is probably going to be the biggest one in history, the biggest recession. It's a very big one. And how do we know that it's a bigger one actually? Because this recession has been due probably for a few years already, if we look at the cycles, and it hasn't happened. Where last year in UK and Japan they announced recession, and US and all the rest of it has still not announced yet. Once those start kicking off, and China and all the big countries, then boom, the whole world will follow. Because there's a delay, it's almost like the stress is amplifying. The bubble, the inflation, if we use economic terms, is amplifying. House prices on a whole and everything, things are still up right now. I know it's come down a little bit recently, but it hasn't popped yet. So the longer this will go on, the tension. Um, I just joined in. Can anybody tell me what he's talking about, Zainab? I'm just talking about Doctor Strange in the new Avengers movie. Okay. So anyway, so anyway, uh, so anyway, while all that is happening, we need to understand how do we best prepare for ourselves for it. And I'm going to break it down into 3 simple steps. Please, everyone, write this down because this is going to affect everybody. So I want the best for you guys. I'm just breaking down what I'm doing. That's all, right? There's nothing new, nothing, whoa, crazy. How did you think of that? No, I've been preparing this since I left the mountains in 2019. I knew this thing would happen. So I've been preparing all this time and I've been doing it, right? The first thing, I'm focusing on your hoodie. Super cool. Thank you. It's our charity hoodie actually. So the first thing is what? Accumulate as much cash as you can. So make as much money as you can. That's the first part. Okay. Now I'm going to touch a little bit on the first part, right? Making as much money as you can involves what? Well, involves you selling something. Quite frankly, I'm not gonna like what else you gonna do? Go to the casino or something. I don't know. Like you have to have something that generates some revenue, right? But I've got some tips on this. Don't do a traditional business right now. No opening coffee shops, restaurants, stores, shops, taking rent on. Don't. You know the recession is around the corner. Why on earth would you put yourself in a very, you know, risky situation? So no traditional businesses right now. I'll tell you what you need to focus on. You need to is safe to invest in crypto, master. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Okay. So the first thing is that online business. You have to be flexible. Like if you're going to do any business or sell anything at all, online business. The second tip I have for everybody is, right? Obviously, you got to learn to do it properly, right? You got to learn before you earn. So don't just go in blindly. Now, the second thing is when you're doing an online business, right? Don't buy stock. When you know you're going into a recession, you buy stock, you're stuck with stock, you're going to be stuck for another quite a few years. So don't buy stock. Any business that involves you needing to buy or purchase your stock, don't do it. You got 2 options left for your products or services. Number 1, learn about drop shipping, right? Drop shipping is you don't need to buy stock, you don't need to pay for inventory. Other people make it, other people sell it, or other people, distribute it. You just do the sales part. That's easier. So you're basically selling other people's products, is what I'm saying, right? That's one recommendation. The second thing is by, the second thing, people are talking about woo NFT collections. Can we come back? Is it okay? Are you guys listening or not? Or are you guys worrier or warrior? We have everybody, oh, this is happening. Will I die? That's happening. Will this go down? Are you worrier or warrior? If you're worrier, everything will manifest. Your worry will manifest. Okay, you decide. Okay, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna die, it's the recession, then you're gonna die. Okay, I don't want you to die, so please try to be a warrior. Okay, try to have positive thoughts and positive questions only. Okay, so now the first part of it. So I said, try to have don't buy stock. The second part of the rule I'll recommend for everybody is, or you can decide on some digital products, ebooks, online courses, things like that. They don't cost you money. You don't need to buy stock. It's not a physical product. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So I recommend you guys get onto learning how to sell these things online. Okay. And another part I want to add on to that is I'm going to give this to everybody. Everybody should learn social media. You should all learn social media. I don't care how old you are, how camera shy you are, how you're not good with speaking, how whatever. I don't care, because with AI today, what if I was to tell you you don't even need to show your face and you don't even need to use your own voice, and you can still go viral on social media? And if you go viral, you're saying, yeah, but I'm not looking to be a YouTube star. That's not my point. My point is, if you learn to do that, guess what happens? Right? You've got eyeballs. With eyeballs, guess what you can do? With eyeballs come traction, visibility to any product or service. Money is a direct response, your impact to your income. You guys understand what I'm saying? Can I gift you guys something, by the way? I don't know if you guys are part of it already. I want to gift you guys something, right? Actually, tomorrow starting, I'm running this. I haven't ran this for a long time, a few years now. I'm running a 5-day viral video challenge. Can I gift that to all of you? Will you guys join? I'm going to show you guys how to create viral videos for, okay, can the team drop it inside the chat, please, so that everyone can register. Make sure to register now, because there aren't many spaces left. We've maxed out a few thousand Zooms already, so a few thousand people per Zoom already. So try to enroll on that now. It's free for you to join, okay? Social media is the currency now. It's a big currency. Right? I think I showed you guys this before. I'm going to show you guys again. I kind of showed you guys during the 5-day challenge, but let me just open let me just, wait there, 1 second. Let me just log in first. Okay, I'm in. Okay, let me just show you this. If I go in my back office on my YouTube, this is the amount of money. I'll click on it. Look, this is the amount of money, $1.1 million. Okay, $1.14 million. YouTube has paid me since 2018, July 2018. So from July 2018 to now, July 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 6 years, right? 6 years, they've gave me $1.1 million, right? So this is my channel. So you can see how many views. It's been 200 million views, right? Now, that equates to average, YouTube is paying me around $250,000 or $60,000 per year for making videos. How many of you think that's pretty cool? Right? Think about that a moment. Is that more than a lot of people's 1-year salary? Yes or no? Right? Just for making videos on YouTube, not selling a product, not selling a service. We haven't even gone there yet. That's just for producing videos. So some people say YouTube is dead now. Nobody can make money anymore. No, it's not. And the best thing of all, now with AI, you can create videos without your voice and without your face. For those of you, I don't want to show my face. You don't even need to do that. And you can still make this type of money. So that's why I was saying, I can see all this happening around the world now. I'm saying, hey, I want to show you guys how this stuff is done. I know it's not like, tens of millions of dollars, but it's still good. I mean, 250K a year, if you learn how to make viral videos, is pretty cool. What do you think? right? So that's why I wanted to run. That's why I said to the team, I said, run a 5 day viral video challenge. Let me run it and let me share with them, exactly what I'm doing. So they know, if you guys want to do it in different topics, niches and things like that, you can do that too. Okay. So anyway, um that's the link. Okay. That's the gift for all of you. Everybody happy? Give me a big smile. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so the first part of it, what we're saying, okay, the three things to prepare. The first thing of it is make as much money as possible because you need this, you need the money part. Okay, so the second part of the equation is what, right? The second part of the equation, right, is the save to short-term invest column. Save and short-term invest. And I'll tell you something. Those of you who have ever learned business from me for the past 7, 8, 9 years or something like that, you have never heard me say the word save. Because wealthy people never teach saving. They always teach investing. True or true? How many of you know what I'm talking about? They never say save money. Save money for a rainy day is for broke people, right? People have that saying, but they never become rich, right? Rich people always say invest. But you're saying, well, why are you saying save? I'll tell you why. Now you're making making money. Okay, what extra income you can do as much as you can. Okay, like if you start YouTube, if you start business, if you have product, if you have service, you learn all that. Great, do all of that. The second part of it, what do you want to do? You want to save and you want to short-term invest. Now you're like, so what's best to do then? Why save? And I'll tell you why save. Because the crisis ain't happened yet. You should not be investing in stocks and shares, real estate, and all these things now. You should not be investing. And I'll tell you something, all real estate agents will tell you otherwise. How many of you know what I'm talking about when I say that, right? I'll tell you because I live in Dubai. I know it's like booming, right? Everyone's moving to Dubai. Everyone from all around the world, they're going there right now. These real estate agents tell me every single day, buy one now. Now's a good time. Now's a good time. It's keep going up. It's keep going up. But you need to understand when everyone says something's keep going up, that's when you need to be a bit, wait there a second. How long has it been going up for, right? Because there's always a down. And if you tell the real estate people, you say, no, there's a down coming, they'll be like, no, no, no. Everywhere else might do that, but Dubai will never do that, right? But no, everywhere where it goes up, there has to come down and go up again. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there has to be a down somewhere, right? Are you guys understanding? Okay, now, um, okay, so anyway, now when we understand that, what I'm saying is now is not the time to buy a house. Now is not the time to invest in businesses, and unless it's like I said, the criteria I gave you before: online business, no infantry, all the rest of it, right? So, so now it comes on. Okay, I save as much, bank as much money as I can, and what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for that downturn, right? So I've actually got three words for you: save, right? Build good credit, 3 lines, okay? Save, build good credit. That's another thing as well. You have to, right now, you should be focusing on your credit. Whatever in every country is different. Build as best credit as you can because you're going to need it when the opportunities arise, right? You're going to leverage and you're going to be able to maximize, right? And the third thing is short-term invest. Now, what am I meaning short-term invest? You want to find the fastest thing where you can place with where you can place not so much money to get the biggest returns right now. And that's definitely not through your bank and through your savings bank and all that type of stuff, which gives you like what, less than 1% or whatever it gives, So definitely not through that. And that's where it comes to a lot of people. By what do you mean credit? I mean have good credit with banks. Because when the economy crisis happens and it kicks in, you've got, let's say you managed to save up 100K by then, okay? You got 100K, you could probably buy one small house. Or you could leverage and buy 3 houses if you have good credit. So right now you should be all building your credit up, finding all ways. There's agents that do it. There's many ways. Every country is different, okay? So you guys do what you need to do, okay? So that's that part. Shivani's asking gold and silver. No, no. The final part is the part that you guys have been speaking about, which is a lot of people have been asking, the short-term investment part, right? This is where, this is exactly what our 2222 group invests in. Okay, how many of you are part of our 2222 group, by the way? Give me a 2222 inside the chat, if that's you, right? Okay, 2222, right? How many of you part of the 2222 group in the past 3 days are seeing profits? If in the past 3 days you're seeing some profits, give the word profit. Okay. Okay. Now, so okay, how? So why this? Why this 2222 group profits, profits, profits? Why are they hitting profits? I wanna break it down. What is join the 222? 1 second. Let me stop joining things without knowing what it is. Okay. Can I cover it first? Can I break it down? You guys just want, oh wow, profits. Let me join. No, see what it is first. I want to break it down for you guys, because listen to my words first, right? It's super high risk. Okay, please listen to that, because I don't want people, oh, Master said I get free money if I join 22. No, that's not what I said. My first words to you is it's super high risk. And if you don't do it properly, you may lose everything. You will lose your house, your husband, your wife, all of your wives at one time. You will lose everything. Okay? So just okay. I want to show you guys now. Okay? Something. Let me open it up. 1 second. So, like I said, this is only a part of the earnings that come in. What do I do with these earnings? So I'm showing you live, by the way. I hope no one's taking photos. This is my own account. Please be respectful, okay? Is that okay that we get that respect? Actually, let me get the okay before I continue. Otherwise, I'm going to open up more accounts. I want you guys to put it out of context. Look at this spiritual guru making millions and all these different things. I'm only showing you guys because I want you guys to see what's possible and what you can actually do, okay? I don't need to show you this. I'm just want to help you guys out. Okay, so right, let me open it up then. So it's in crypto. This is what you guys were asking about, right? And I want you guys to see something. I'm going to open up my portfolio. Okay, so in my portfolio right now, I have three what do you call it? 3 wallets. Okay, you guys can see here 3 wallets. So this is my daily trading portfolio. This is what I'm using to trade right now. So I've got $1.5 million in this trading account. You guys can see it. If you can see it, give me a yes inside the chat. Okay, wonderful. Right. But what I want you to see is how much profit. Can you guys see how much profit is there? Okay. Is that good profit? Yes or no? Yes or no? It's good profit, right? Right. But I want you guys to more specifically see where this profit was from and when it was from, because I want you to see how fast this money comes in, because it's very crazy, right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to click 30 days here, right? Have a look at this. 30 days ago, this account was on 1.2 million. Can you see here? October the 13th. You see it or not? It was on 1.2 million. Right now it's on 1.57 million. That's how much profit, by the way. How much profit is that? How much profit is that? 300K in how long? In 30 days. Is that good? People say, how to do that? Okay, it's 300K in 30 days, right? It's quite good. That equates to what? That equates to how do you work that out? How much per day? And this isn't doing anything. This is not for me. I don't need to work for this. I don't need to go to work. I don't need to go sell products or services. I don't. You just leave it there. Okay. Now you're saying, so why is this short-term investing? And I'll tell you why. And I want to be exactly very, very transparent and open for you guys to understand this, and make sure you do listen, right? I'm invested in crypto, but I'm telling you, probably in 3 months' time, all of that money I'm going to put into my bank account. It's no longer going to be there anymore. I'm not going to own so much crypto. Now you guys are like, what? But I thought you believe in this stuff. I know for a fact that there will be a crash happening after the next few months. There will be a crypto crash, and it's going to be a huge bloodbath. It's going to be a huge one. And the reason that happens is because it happens every single time. It happens every single time. And I want to show you guys, but we just need to understand how this works. So let me give you an example. Okay. So I'm going to open up one of them. Let's take Phantom. Okay. This is kind of a good one right now to look at. So, right, I want you guys to have a look at this right now. I'm going to click on all time. Have a look what happens, right? This, right. So this is at 0.006, right? Dirt cheap here. People are buying. Then what happens? It spikes up from 0.06 to 0.7. So it 10x's. After it 10x's, what does it do? Crash. Can you guys see that? Okay. Now, from here at 0.19, what does it do? It goes from 0.19 to what? $3. Can anybody do the math on that, by the way? From 0.19 to, what's $3 divided by 0.17? Okay, here, 17. What's the result? Can anybody work it out? It's actually very simple if you understand it, okay? It's how many x? Around 17x, okay? So what does 17x mean? Just to put it into context, 17x means that 1 month, let's say this month, you invest $1,000, okay? It means that in 1 month time, boom, it turns to how much? $17,000. Is that quite crazy, by the way? If you just invest $1,000 in 1 month time, it's $17,000, okay? But the way people lose money is because they don't know where the top is, they don't know where the bottom is, and then they do the wrong thing, and then suddenly they wait for the top, and then suddenly, boom. Because what happens after that 17x? That's why I'm saying it's highly risky. Watch, 17x, then what happens? Boom, from $3, it drops to what? It drops half. Can you see it? So people buy in and sell at the wrong time. Look what happens. It rises again all the way up to $3. And then what does it do again? Boom, it crashes to what? 0.25. It's crazy. But look what's happened now. It goes up again. From here to here, goes up, and then boom, comes down. Up again, boom, comes down. Up again, boom, comes down. Up again, right? Now, how do we know, right? So basic, if we look basically, how do we know which ones are good, which ones are bad, when to buy, when to sell? We have some very simple things, okay? There's many tools we use, but I'm going to show you guys one simple thing. If I go onto CoinMarketCap, here, where are we? Okay, here. Can you guys see here? It's got fear to greed index. You guys see this? Yes or no? All right, I'm going to blow it up, okay? Fear to greed. Where are we right now? Where are we right now, please? Okay, we're in extreme greed. Extreme greed is when the whole world says, buy Bitcoin, it's amazing, it's pumping, everyone's making money. And then guess what? All the people who don't know what they're doing, they all go and buy, and then what happens? Boom, it crashes. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Okay, so how do I know there's a crash coming? I know there's a crash coming based on that. But this extreme greed is coming from what? This extreme greed, majority is coming from Bitcoin right now. How do we know? Because if we look at the small caps, they haven't started yet. They haven't started yet, right? Now, people who say invest in Bitcoin, let me tell you something, you can't make that much money in Bitcoin now. You can't. When Bitcoin gets to 100K, I'm sure it will, people will be popping champagnes and everything. But now it's on 80 something K, meaning it's only going up by 10, 20%. Like that means if you invest 1,000, you make 100. You're not going to be rich from it. So everyone who's telling you to invest in Bitcoin, it's like, yes, it's probably better than your savings if you know how to get out at the right time. But there's a crash coming. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? But how should we be looking at this then? So where's the opportunities? I'll tell you where the opportunities are. The opportunities, let me just go into the portfolio again. The opportunities are here, down here. This part here is where the opportunities are. Okay? And I'll give you an example of an opportunity. Let's click on Ultra. Okay. So have a look at this a second. If I go to all time, look where we're at. This is the all-time high. The all-time high was at 2.24. Right now is 0.07. What's 2.24? 2.24 divided by 0.07. It's 32 times. Okay? And how fast can it travel 32 times? Well, it's done it before. In what? In a few months? So in these few months, it's got room to travel. If you look at right now, you think, oh, actually, okay, here we go. Look, even this year, it came up again. It came up to 38. Okay? It's still 4x from now. So meaning this year already went up. You could have cashed out. You could have bought in again here. And then you've got 30 something X to go. So what's 30 something X? 30 something X is saying that if I invest $1,000, I have ability in the matter of 2-3 months to see that $1,000 become $34,000. Is that quite insane, by the way? Right? It's quite insane if you think about it. But let me tell you something, you're never going to get 30 something thousand dollars. Why? Because you are going to dollar cost average out on the way up. I'll tell you how it works, the simplest way. If right now it's 35 times down, which is huge, you're never going to find a stocks and shares like that, right? And especially as it moves so fast. If it's 30 something times down, is it possible? Is it humanly possible that in future it may get back to its all-time high, what it was up before? Yes or no? Is it possible or not possible? Right, it's possible. Is it highly likely? We don't know. Nobody knows. It's a guessing game. Okay? But it's possible. Okay. Now, do we want to gamble for the possibility? Well, don't know really, because if it doesn't, then it's a gamble, right? So what do? Very simple. If the all-time high was 35 times, this year, I clicked on 1 year before. Okay, we're back. Okay, my last question was, right? So is it possible that that can be 35 times? Yes, of course, it's been there before. But my next one, is it possible that it can at least go up 3 times? Because it already did 1 time this year. Yes or no? If the all-time high is 30 something time, it's quite probable that it's going to be at least 3 times. What do we do at 3 times? Take your money back. Then what's your risk? 0. So what I'm saying is you have to have a strategy. So let's say, for example, if I put 1,000 down now, am I gambling for 35,000? Yeah. What if it doesn't hit 35,000? Nothing. Why? Because when the 1,000 turns into 3,000, I'm going to bring my 1,000 back out. So what do I have to risk? Nothing. What do you have to gain? 35 times. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying here? Okay, now you guys are saying, okay, but master, but what if, this, what if, this, goes down though? What if this goes down though? What if it doesn't even go up 3 times? Okay. 3 times. Okay. 3 times. 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 3 ti I personally have around 30 something currencies I'm invested in based on my research. A lot of our 2222 people, I recommend you guys usually to invest in how many? If your budget is not so big, how many crypto do I advise you invest in? How many? Thank you, Ada. 10. Okay? So I say to I say to invest in 10, but I'll tell you what happens. It's like this. Okay? Watch. 10. Very simple for you to understand. Let's say, for example, you invest let's say $100 in each. Let's not say too high. $100, $100, so you got $1,000 in total. That's 10 currencies. Okay? Nice and easy. Right. Now, what your question was, Master, what happens if this one didn't even do 3 times? If it didn't, no problem. Why? Because this has potential for 35 times. What if this one doesn't do? What if this one crashes? This one dies. This one dies. Okay, I say that's fine. Right. So let's say, for example, all 5 die for whatever reason. It's not that likely that it will all crash, but let's say, for example, you only have 5 that win. Let's say, for example, 7 die. Only 3 that you did the research on made it. Do you guys understand what happens? 35 times, 35 times, 20 times, whatever, 50 times, whatever. You still make money. Are you guys not? It's not easy calculation. I'm saying if you invest with the right strategy, you say 7 went wrong, only 3 went right, you still make money. In fact, we can even say 8 went wrong, only 2 went right, you still make money. Now that is minimizing risk while doing short-term investment. But this short-term investment is very short. I'm telling you, right? When it comes around February, March time, you're going to see I'm pretty much empty out all my portfolio. I'm going to cash in into my account and I'm going to wait for the economic crash already. Why? Because this $1.5 million in the trading account right now, you're going to see it at, let's say, 10 mil, 15 mil. I'm out. I'm not going to be greedy and stick by and wait for the top of the top. If I'll tell you something, and I want everyone to write this down. If you're looking for the top, you're always going to end up finding the bottom, and that's not where you want to be. Oh, I want more. I want more. No, don't be greedy. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Right? So you need to know when to go in, when to go out. Right now, are you supposed to go in Bitcoin? No, I would not advise that at all. Bitcoin's on that extreme greed phase right now. You guys understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't. So what would I do? I may put my money in a few stable coins, but the rest of the money is going to go down on the low cap coins, on the small cap coins. Because that's where I can make 50 times, 30 times, 100 times, right? But at least every single time I take my money out. What's short-term investment? That's the short-term investment. 3, 4, 5 months is not short enough for you. How short do you want it to be? People's long-term investment is 10, 20 years. You buy a house, what's that? Think about it. Everyone talks about real estate. Real estate is a great investment. Invest in real estate. You know how much capital? You have 100K capital, you finally can take a loan and buy a real estate property. And you say, yeah, but it generates passive income. How much? Gives you $1,000 a month? Are you guys understand what I'm saying? You can never be it's real estate is a very long game, right? But you're saying, Master, but did you not say real estate? Yeah. So that's the third one, the third phase. What's the third phase? Wait, and then throw it into real estate. I'm taking all the free money that 10 mil, 12 mil, 13, whatever you just seen just before, all of those portfolios, all of them will be converted. They're going to buy commercial units, they're going to buy apartments, houses, everything. They're going to go all into real estate. Why? Because then I've just got, what's the risk on real estate? Well, the risk is on real estate. If you buy now, maybe you have a bit of risk. But in an economic crash, you've literally got next to zero risk on real estate. It's just going to be passive income for the rest of your life. You never even need to think about working again. It's forever. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Right? So that's my 3 things that I'm doing. That's why I recommend that you guys look. Number 1, that first part, learn to, learn about products and services, learn to sell stuff, learn to generate more revenue. I really recommend that for you guys. The second thing, part of the first thing, learn social media. That's why I said I'm doing the viral video challenge. Learn it. Why not? It's good for you, right? The more you learn, the more you earn, right? You got to learn before you earn. So learn it. Why not? Right? So that's the generating income part. Now, what do you do with the income? You spend it? No, stop spending. Stop spending so much money. Take that money, reinvest it, and make money work for you, right? So can I invest in crypto this month? Yeah, but you got to learn in the right, you got to invest in the right things, right? You got to do your research. There's thousands of, I want to say something. Please don't everyone go and sell their houses and sell their wives and daughters and husbands and everything just so that you can invest it all into crypto. Because I'm telling you something, there's tens of thousands of cryptocurrencies, right? And I'll tell you something, the majority of them will crash and they will not make money for you. You will lose all your money, right? So please, you got to know what you're doing before you're investing. I'm not just randomly picking, let me random pick out based on my third eye tapping, these 10 should be doing fine. No, not like that. You have to look at the use case. So we minimize risk by doing our research. And then, yeah. And then all the lazy people, sorry, two people. All the lazy people, what they do is they just join the 2222 group and then they just follow what I'm buying and they sell when I'm selling and they buy when I'm buying. That's all. So that what the 2222 is for everybody who is asking and still asking right now, it's basically just a shadow trading group. So I don't, and I want you guys to please don't master recommended me to sell my car and house and clothes and whatever Tamagotchi or whatever to go and buy Bitcoin. No, okay, it's not that. I did it out of just a lot of our students, our community were just asking, Master, what you buying, what you selling, when you're buying, when you're selling. Can you tell us when that happens? I just said, look, how about you just pay one fee, join the investment group, and I'll tell you every time I buy something, I'll tell you every time I sell something, and I'll give you the basics of how to open a digital wallet, how to buy your crypto, I'll give you the basic lessons so you know how to at least buy and sell. And then I would just share with you, but by no means am I telling you you should buy the same as me. It just so happens that I I know how to make a bit of money in this space, that's all. Okay. I didn't even know about the 222 group. I'd love to join. Okay. Is there anybody here who's interested? If there is, I can just ask the team to drop a link. If there's not, then that's fine too. I can do with less pressure anyway. Oh wow. Okay, a lot of people. So maybe the team, if you, I don't know if you have the link there. If you have the link there, you can just drop it inside the chat and then just stop the chat one moment. Okay. By the way, if you are to join for the sake of crypto, I recommend you to join now, not in a couple of months' time. Right now, Bitcoin is rallying. Usually after Bitcoin rally, you probably won't see me give this link again in a month's time. After Bitcoin rallies, which is now, yesterday, literally, during this portal, that's why a lot of the people were saying, yes, see money, see money. Usually there's 2 weeks until all the small caps rally. So all the ones that I would invest in now, even yesterday, I was putting a lot of the different things I'm investing in are small caps. I'm not investing in Bitcoin now. I'm not investing in ETH now. I'm not going to put any more money there. The only time you'll see me put money in there again, probably in 6 months' time or 1 year time when you see the next crash, right? That's probably when I'll put money again. Otherwise, my money's coming out of that. My money is going to go into small caps. Usually 2 weeks after Bitcoin is when the small caps pump. So if you guys are joining the group now, there are a few tutorial videos inside there already telling you what coins that I bought. There are a few tutorials in there already telling you how to open up your wallet, set up your wallet, buy, sell, exchange your money, and exchange for your cash and all the rest of it. So there's tutorial videos there already. The team can help you out on that. What I will be doing over the next few days, you're going to see more of this. You're going to see me sharing with you what I'm investing in. And I'm guesstimating that this pump will start happening in the next couple of weeks. And the pump should, if my energetic planetary alignment sensories are right, then we probably get a nice bull run all the way, bull run meaning it will go up probably all the way up to around February time, right? Around February, March time. And then I'm 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 predicting, okay, that February after February, March time is when we need to start cashing out. We will be cashing out before that anyway, because every time it hits 3 times, we're going to get out to minimize our risk. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So we're going to be cashing out before that anyway, but I'm guessing that around around February, March time, we're pretty much going to clean out our accounts and put and then exchange the crypto back to our fiat currency, and then just keep it in our bank account until we get, yeah, investment opportunities. Okay, when is another good time to join? Probably in 12 years time. This is a very big cycle that's happening now. So yeah, so I think that's good. The ones in 222, is it working? Um, you asked, they answer you. It's working right now. It's just pumping, so if we don't have 2K now, obviously you can only make how much you invest, right? So if I'm talking about, if we talk about, um, everything is the equivalent to what you're investing. Let's say, for example, if you do invest 2,000, right? Let's say, for example, you see my portfolio at 1.5 mil right now. So I'm predicting that I'll probably, in 3-4 months time, cash out a total of around 5 to 10 mil. I'm guessing safety. I don't want to say 35 times because it's too much expectation. I don't want to give myself too much pressure. Okay, so 5 to 10 mil. Let's say keep it easy, just 5 times instead of 30 times, right? So um, do I still recommend a financial advisor? Um, I don't know many financial advisors that, I'm gonna say it, I just maybe it'll awaken you, but I don't know many financial advisors that make more money than me. And I know that kind of hurts a little bit, and it sounds a bit like ego and all the rest of it, but we live in a very interesting society where financial advisors advise everybody on their finances, yet at the same time they ain't got their own finances sorted. So I don't have a financial advisor, and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't wish to be a financial advisor, and no, I never consulted a financial advisor, and like I said, I'm yet to meet a financial advisor that has more money than me. So if I do one day, then maybe I will find a financial advisor. But for now, I am not. Okay. So yeah, so basically, if that's the case, if I'm saying that, okay, well, in the next few months, maybe a nice, convenient 5-10x or something, then if you're investing 2,000 into crypto, then maybe you're gonna end up with, just, I don't know, 10, 10, 20K, it's not gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be a millionaire. So I don't think like that. How much you're investing is how much the percentage. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what will happen. But it's still good. I mean, who can take 2K and turn it into 10, 20K in a few months? Not many people can do that anyway, right? Especially without working for it, right? Just putting it down. So that's like total honesty. Will you guys be making what I just did, what, 300K in 3 days or 5 days? No, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? No, no, it won't be unless you're investing that amount of money. So, but it's still good. And is there an off chance that there is some money that we're going to leave to do 100x's? There's a high chance. There are 100x coins within that list at all-time high. So if some accidentally do go up and we fancy the gamble because it's only 1K to gamble, where you might put 1,000 down and in 3 months' time that 1,000 turn into 100,000, which is quite mega, really, right? Are the chances high of that happening? Not really. Has it happened before? Yes, many times. So it's probable. But at least our risk is 1K, our reward is 100K. It's quite worth it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there are things, but I don't want to throw these huge numbers out there because you guys will come back to me in 3 months' time and say, Master, you promised us all 100x. No, I like to keep it more conservative and just let's just say 5-10x and just let's go for that, and we know it's open for more. Okay. Um, Okay, yeah. So that's it. Some person said 2222 is a lot of money. Well, I don't know. If you're going to be investing $100 into crypto, then you shouldn't join 2222 group because, even if you make it, you'll just pay for the tuition. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if you're going to invest, at least 2K into crypto, then it'll make it more worthwhile because if you can 5x, 10x it, then at least you make your money back and you make more. And also the 222 group is a lifetime access too. So after this, by the way, it's not limited to crypto. After crypto rush, this is my prediction. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but my prediction happen is that very soon NFTs will start picking up again. So very soon we're going to start investing more into NFTs. We have our own NFTs. So I have a big prediction for that going up because we've got a lot of different platforms opening up as well. So it's crypto, NFTs, and then that will then move into real estate. So next year, when I'm getting into real estate, all the different opportunities that pop up that otherwise maybe you have small amounts of money that cannot invest in, I'm going to open up different opportunities for our investment group to invest along if you guys want. I mean, if we made profit together, why not pool some profits together and make more money together and then just keep it, as an investment group. So that's my goal with the thing. So whatever pops up that's good opportunities, then we can take profits if we decide to, and if you decide to want to invest in other things that we're investing in, then we do it all together. But basically, anything that I buy, gold, silver, stocks and shares, businesses, whatever I buy and sell, I will let everybody know inside that group, and you get lifetime access, just one fee, and then that's it. Clear? Very good. Wow, that's a lot to cover in this. Should I sell stocks and reinvest in crypto? Simeon. I don't know what stocks you're in. I mean, Tesla, I think, is doing quite well. But that's the Trump rally, the rally, right? So, some things are pumping right now. I'm not in stocks and shares right now because I see a huge opportunity in crypto right now. Can I join 222 group later? You can join later, of course. You can join probably whenever you want. The only difference is, like I said, I probably won't recommend to join this after 2, 3, 4 weeks or something like that, because when the small cap coins are already pumping, your risk to reward ratio will significantly drop then. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's already gone up by double or triple, then you can't collect as much profits and your risk is more equal. Now I'm very confident because if you've got a 35x to, a 35x or a 1x risk, like that's quite sexy. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're like, if you win 35 times. If you lose, you will lose one time. You do that 10, you do 10, you can lose, you can afford to lose 7 times, you're still going to win. So that's my thought on it about investing later. Okay. Yeah. How much longer, please, Master? What, until you become a millionaire? What do we see? We see you for investment advice on 2222? When do we see? Um, yeah. So every so often, I just open up a call and I just talk about it when there's things to talk about. Sometimes the market isn't moving, so I won't open a call. But usually it's emergency calls. I let you guys know probably a day before or something and say, hey, we've got to speak about something. But I'm probably going to open up a call in the next few days because there's been so much movement happening recently. So I want to just update you guys. And especially if there's newbies joining, I need to answer some of your questions as well. So I don't know. Let's say there's probably a call once a month, or sometimes not. That depends if there's movement. Okay. I'm in Asia and have zero knowledge about crypto. Is this 222? There's many people actually. How many of you are part of 2222 group and we're complete newbies, right? Type a 1 inside the chat if you're part of it now and you're complete newbies, right? There's many people. So there's a lot to learn in the group, and everybody's there. They're helping support each other as well, answer questions. So it's pretty good. Okay. How long will recession last? It's going to be a few years. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a few years. But it's going to be good because it means that if you have capital, you've got a lot of opportunities to buy things. Yeah. Master, you rock. So funny and lots of wisdom. Thank you. I try to be funny. Is this last part of the tutorial today? Yes. So we're going to go on to some Q&A. So anybody got VIPs, please? VIPs who have burning questions for me. Master, after learning all the crypto stuff, I want to know, how do I manifest my X back? So... Okay, I seen Heidi actually in the past few. I'm gonna spotlight Heidi first. Let's start. Yeah.
Namo Himalaya.
Namo Himalaya.
Thank you, first of all, for explaining about the yoga and preparing your vessel. And I've been a part of the 108 for a bit, but I've been resisting tuning into the yoga, and that helps motivate me to attend. So thank you.
Look forward to seeing you there then.
And
You're like me
sorry,
and my drumming. So we're the same.
except the drumming is fun, not like yoga. So you have to do that sometimes. Um, And I also wanted to say that I actually lost 20 pounds just by adding the breath of fire to my daily practice.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. Yes.
Yeah, so uh, thank you for introducing the flutter breathing. And yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, I just really appreciate the further explanation today. That helps a lot. And I wanted to ask a couple of things, but one, and you're probably just going to say, come to do the yoga. But what I've been having this, really chronic shoulder pain in my for more than a year, and I'm just wondering like what energy could be causing that, and what might be something that I could work on for that.
It's being affected here.
Especially the left side, yeah, here. And I thought
You
it was,
you
well, a lot was I have a very big chest, and so it's like bra and pulling down, and so sometimes I can't wear my bra. I have to just take it off because it's just pulling here all the time and it hurts.
okay. You work much energy here, massaging and heating the energy here, activating. You
Yeah,
do much. You purposely move this part more or not? You do.
yeah,
It's been happening
yeah.
for
In fact,
years.
I just about a year, and I've been doing PT for it for about a couple of months now,
Mm.
and it's gotten better, but it's still sitting in there, and yeah, I'm just wondering if it might be something energetic and related to third eye and kind of thing.
Mm. What are you doing? Any specific spiritual practices that is making it heighten or anything like that? Or
No, that makes it worse, you mean?
yeah,
No. Mm-mm.
no. So it's just something.
No,
Something happened for that to be there, or what?
it just showed up. It just started, yeah. And then it kind of moved to the right side of my neck here.
Okay. There,
So,
there any any particular death in the family in the past few years?
mm, not that I can remember
No?
past few years. My grandfather died in 2020. He was 101.
Your
um,
you said this has been how long?
about a year.
Only about a year. So
Uh-huh.
no family deaths in the last year.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure right now without doing any scan or anything like that. But maybe when we do the drum session, then I can do a scan for you, and then we can have a look.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it is exacerbated by the drumming sometimes
Hmm.
because it's this motion that is forward,
Mm.
back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back.
Hmm. We can do
Other
a
than
scan.
that,
Let's have a look. Mm.
okay. My question was about the balance between the dark and light energies and what the genocide happening right now in Gaza, and if we're aiming for world peace, but there always has to be that I guess it's very depressing sometimes thinking about that, and I don't quite understand, does it really have to be so much dark to have so much light? I'm confused.
Um, Actually, we don't need to think that it has to be an equal, an opposite. We don't have to think of it that way because it's not, that's not for us to think about. I think we are witnessing it happening, and then we ask ourselves, what is our best responsible decision we can do from here? And then every day we are just working our best to try and do our best vibrationally, spiritually, you know, or even some people who can help anyway physically by sharing anything or contributing anything or anything. So we're just trying our best to minimize, you know, and that's the best we can do. When we are emotionally, I think, I mean, the people around the world are emotionally triggered or affected by it. But we need to realize that, you know, emotionally affected by it, we cannot help anything. And we actually unconsciously add to the heaviness of the situation. So I think it's more like our responsibility is to say, okay, it's all happening right now. Vibrationally, where do I need to be as part of the collective to give love or healing? Yeah, yeah. How rules and laws of the universe are or supposed to be is beyond is beyond us. And when we exit this planet, we will see it very transparent and oh, it's actually like that. And it's not painful. Um, Only in the human world we have emotions and it's painful. We recognize as emotions as painful, you know. But once we are out of this world, we see that it just, oh, that's all it was. So yeah, I mean, feeling this way is normal, and but try to just focus on, okay, what vibrationally can I do to at least collectively be part of the collective and make the energies a little bit better. Yeah.
And one last really quick question, just are there other short-term investments that you can recommend if we can't get into the 2222?
Um, Not really. Uh, yeah, short
That's okay,
term.
Judy.
Yeah, short term. I guess some of our NFTs. I mean, some of our NFTs are really low right now. The price. So, you know, for like I don't know, $100 or something like that. There's probably a few things, and within the next few months, we've got quite a lot of marketing events going out. So I'm very confident that the price will go up. So I think maybe those. But at that time, we're going to have also some free classes as well for our community in terms of how that works and everything. So maybe look out for that. Yeah. But otherwise, I'm not really invested in anything else right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, well, thank you. Namo Namaste.
Namo Himalaya. Next we have Temi.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. I have a question about cognitive reframing.
Yes.
Um, I've been on I guess it's a spiritual awakening journey for around about 2 years now. And recently, just a few weeks ago, I realized that there's some traumas or traumatic things that happened when I was younger, you know, in terms of violence and what have you, that I did always remember it, but I've kind of pushed it aside. And then I realized that a lot of things were there trying to block, you know, acting as blocks, emotional, traumatic blocks and stuff. And I then went down the rabbit hole of trying to do the never got a technique of revision, but I'm not sure I've mastered it well. So when I heard you speaking on cognitive reframing, which is like taking what's happened before and changing it, so I just basically wanted to know more about that, how I could do that to apply it to different things, and to try and change that past, what's happened, and stop it affecting my future, basically.
How to do cognitive reframing to stop repeating, manifesting the wrong things in your life. Is that what you mean?
Pretty much, yeah, because the traumas were still there, affecting certain areas of me that I didn't realize until like a few weeks ago when I was meditating, and it all kind of came to the surface, and I spent hours crying and remembered all these things and how it's
Okay, so you remember the situation, yeah?
Yeah, I did. It came up like
Okay.
2 weeks ago or so.
I'll tell you a good way to do it. It's in NLP, it's called a double disassociation. So you can write it down. I'll take you through the process, yeah?
Okay.
So because our memory is made up of our memory is made up of all the emotional situations that happen. So, and our emotions are built up from all those things we sense. So I'll give you the process of the visualization. You can do the exact same thing when you have time, right? So the first thing you'll do is you'll visualize yourself walking into a theater, okay? When you visualize yourself walking into that theater, you are going to then visualize yourself sitting down on one of the seats, watching the screen. Then what's going to happen is you're going to visualize that the curtains on the screen, they open up. And while they open up, what it's going to show on that screen is it's going to show the negative traumatic experience, whatever it is that you are wanting to reframe. It's going to show it as a video. Okay, so it's going to show it is playing, so you can see yourself in that film, video, movie, with the exact situation that happened. Highly likely when you start watching that, maybe some emotions will start to build up because you're going to feel like, oh, it's heavy, whatever it is. Okay. Then what you do is you will visualize yourself, okay, lifting out of your body. So you will imagine your soul lifting out of your body. You'll visualize yourself lifting out of your body from that cinema seat. And you're going to take your soul into the control box at the back, at the top where they have the projector. So you're going to be in the control. So you visualize yourself going into the control room. And when you visualize yourself going into the control room, what you're going to do is you're going to watch you watching the movie. This is called a double disassociation. So what that means is if you were part of the situation, you feel emotional. If you're watching the situation, you will feel less emotional. If you're watching yourself watch the situation, now you'll feel less and less emotional. You'll feel detached from it.
Right. Okay.
So that's the position you want to be. You want to be in the control room, and you want to tell yourself you are in the control room. Once you're in the control room, what do you want to do? Now, while you're watching yourself watch the movie play on the screen, that negative situation, whatever it was, that programming, what I want you to do now is to think of the 5 sensories, and I want you to change it to your favorite things. Let's start with the colors. So the natural colors of the screen is going to be however the picture looks like. Then you're going to take your favorite colors. Could be any color. It could be yellow, could be pink, could be light blue. It doesn't matter.
Green
right?
and gold.
So, okay, green and gold. So you're going to change everything on the picture to your favorite colors, the colors that make you happy. Okay, so you're going to start changing the colors of the theme while you're still watching yourself watch the movie. So they're like, wow, this changed into my favorite colors. Okay, and it's going to start changing your emotion. Then what you're going to do is you're going to change the sounds. So think of one song that makes you laugh and smile and happy, or just one beat, one song, whatever that thing is, right? So you're going to then start hearing, while you're watching yourself watch that movie, you're going to start hearing your favorite song that usually makes you very happy. So you're going to start introducing that. Then you're going to then introduce feeling. What feels good? Could be silk, could be whatever, fur, could be anything, doesn't matter. That feeling. Then while you're watching it, right, imagine that you are feeling that feeling at the same time that makes you feel good. Okay, so you're going to start changing one sensory at a time like that while still watching yourself watch the situation happen. And then finally, what you're going to do, because you at that time, it's going to feel a bit like a comedy because you're going to be like, whoa, it was deep and it was heavy before. Now it's gotten lighter and now it's strange. And then what will happen is, then now, while you've changed the emotion of it, now change the narrative. Your perception of what happened, right? Now change the narrative. You're in a better situation because you're not diving in emotions here. You're just saying, okay, I see it as what's the positive narrative you give to it now? So now you give a positive narrative. Okay. Once you're at that stage, then keep breathing, absorbing this new story, this new narrative, this new memory. It's a new emotion. It's a bright emotion because you've introduced all your sensories.
Mm.
So now you slowly, slowly breathe and you slowly, slowly come back to this physical reality. Right. That is a very, very powerful process, you know. I've helped a lot of people overcome huge, huge, huge fears and traumas with that same process. So you can spend some time with it, you know, probably take 30 minutes, nearly 1 hour for that
Mhm.
visualization. Go
Mhm.
deep with it. Get amplify feeling is most important. That's what helps with the cognitive reframing.
No. Oh, thank you so much. That'll be helpful because I found like when I was trying to revise the situation, it would still pop up and I'd still remember how awful it was. So I'll try this process and see how that works for me. Thank
Very
you.
good.
And oh, sorry, just got a bit emotional there. Um, yeah, I had another question, but it's just escaped me now. Well, that was the main question that I had
Wonderful.
concerning uh
Wonderful.
concerning this. Yes, I can't remember the other one. I'll maybe type
That's
it in the
okay.
chat if I remember.
That's okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good luck with that. Thank you.
No.
Namaste. Okay, we have Sarah.
Hello, Master. Thank you for all the wisdom that you share with us.
Thank you.
My question is about all the first days that you give us so many methods and how to manifest and through affirmations and meditations. And then the last day you told us to forget everything. And today we talk about yoga. And now I'm lost because there's a lot of techniques that you gave. And in order for us to focus in what is important, what is actually that we should do?
You know, so everything I shared, it's all great techniques. It's all the foundations. Everybody needs it. The last part of the journey is for spiritual seekers. You're past that. You're past like if you're wanting to manifest some money or you're manifesting a new job or a relationship or good health, then just do all day one, day two, day three, day four. It will all help you. You'll get what you want. On day five, what I was referring to was I think it's more for people who have already been there. They know they're capable of manifesting for themselves. But they're at that stage where they're kind of like, I'm trying to find something that's bigger than me, or I've got this big question about my life purpose and soul calling and that type of thing. I don't really want anything for me anymore. In that case, then that's about the surrendering and letting something else manifest through me, which is greater than me. So I love it when my spiritual master usually speaks about this. He usually says that it's funny how a lot of people practice detachment these days. A lot of people go minimalism. I should sell my car, sell my house, sell all my belongings, and detach from everything. And it's the new cool. Everybody starts posting on social media and say, yeah, I'm living simple life and whatnot, and minimal life. And he laughs at it because he says that many of these people, they never even had the abundance, and they're practicing detachment. They never even had it all, and they're saying they need to get rid of it all when they didn't even have it all in the first place. And what he says is that people don't know what true detachment is until you've been truly attached. And it's like a lot of people, I think they just think that's the right thing to do spiritually. And what my spiritual teacher always says is that actually you should go get it. Whatever you want, go get it. Don't start thinking all deep spiritual learnings and teachings, because we're not there yet. Let's if you become physically abundant and you have everything, then you will know all the meaning, and then your lesson is a lot stronger, you know. And I think that's when in my personal journey, I was chasing everything physical, and then you do realize that it's a different realization. Like nobody, I can tell everybody now, hey, money's you can have whatever car or whatever house, but that's not going to be the determining factor for your happiness. And you can say, yeah, I believe you, but you don't know it. You don't know it until you actually achieve it. So I always say to people, actually, just get everything for yourself first, and then come to the realization. It'll be a bigger realization. So it depends which level you're at. If right now you feel that there's certain things that you want to manifest for your life, do that first. Use day 1 to day 4. When any point in your life you get to the point where I don't even have anything I want for myself anymore, then consider day 5 and the things that we're covering today as well, and venture, explore, learn.
So I went to the first phase. I was quite abundant. I had a job that made me a lot of money. And in 2021, I had a car accident and I had a near-death experience. So then I was completely on the other side. I thought that because my life would spare, I should give. The problem is I am a giver and I gave more than I actually had. So I lost everything. So now I'm kind of trying to find, I don't want to give more than what I have, especially because I almost lost everything. But I don't want to have a job that I don't give. Does it make any sense? I need to find, I really thought that when I was giving, that was my sole purpose and I felt so happy. But for some reason, my personal life, my family, I almost lost everything. And I don't know where's the north.
I mean, it's nobody can ever give too much. That's a misconception.
I learned
Giving is not the problem. But knowing what you need and fulfilling what you need first, that always needs to be there. So, if today, let's say for example, if today I was earning $1,000 a month, and I gave $1,000 a month, actually that's not the problem. Even if I give $1,500 a month, that's still not the problem. But is my soul okay? Is my soul satisfied, or do I go into panic mode? If I don't go into panic mode, giving 1,500 a month is still fine, as long even if I'm making only 1,000. So it's not even about giving a proportion only of what I have. Even giving more than what I have is not the problem. It's the emotional frequency and the vibrational frequency that I am when I do that. That's the problem. So we should not put ourselves into stress and panic. When we are stressed and panic, then we lose the ability to give more. So there's no amount for that. There's no management amount for that. We just need to be conscious about how we're feeling. Are we okay? If we're not, check in with ourselves. If we're not, then take more care of yourself. Pause for a while on other people. Take more care on yourself. And then when you feel good again, then give again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Esther.
Hello, Master. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So, Namaste, Master. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I didn't expect it unmute me as. So, let me put my question I have a couple of questions, Master. I just want to know how to get rid of this negative energies. Like people sometimes around me, they speak good before me, but they do backside, they'll do all those stuffs, something very illogical. And how to protect ourselves from negative energies and negative things they do beside us. And the second thing is
Wait there. Let's do one at a time. The first question is how do we do what?
How do we protect ourselves from this negative energies which is even physical? Some people go to temples and do those irregular stuffs, all those kinds.
How to protect our energies from negative people.
Negative people and negative things they do beside us.
And you say some people go to temples and things, but what else can we
Yeah,
do?
it will affect us in our wealth and everything.
What kind of negative are we talking about?
I'm not exactly to that thing, but I have heard this and people and it happened to my relative as well. And I think I am in a blackout zone.
You're in a what?
Like they'll be very close to us. They'll talk good about us, but in the back they'll do all those negative things.
So that's just normal humans, right?
Mm.
There's no black magic about that. The normal human.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that black magic kind. People.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not a. It's not a. It's not black magic. It's everybody. Everybody is negative, and everybody's consciously or unconsciously doing some black magic. I have many of my friends gossiping bad about people and saying a lot of bad things about other people. I think it's a normal society happens a lot. Definitely don't put your energy towards any black magic spells or anything like that because you know it doesn't. It's not a often occurrence that will happen that somebody will come and put a black magic on you because you know it's not. There's not that many Harry Potters and people who have these magical powers and be able to sort of wave a wand around and make that happen. You know, it's not that regular occurrence. And when we start believing in things like that as well, it gives it a lot more energy.
Yeah, of course. I have not.
If I give something practical for everybody is just you need to build up your strength. You need to build up your mental strength, your physical strength will correspond to your spiritual strength. You know, when there are two energies, let's say there's a negative, let's say there's a dark force against me. Who will win, the dark force or the positive force? It's not whether it's positive or negative. No, it's not. It's not positive force will win, actually. It's not true. People say love always wins, but it's not actually true because you know, some negative people, they can kill people. So how can we say love wins? So it's not like that, the world we live in. The actual universal law is the biggest energy, the most powerful, congruent, and intense energy will win. We have to be very intense with ourselves, that we are lucky, that we are beautiful, that we are powerful. We have to be very intense. We have to be very congruent with our daily spells that we put on ourselves. Don't say other people putting a dark magic black spell on you. Why are you not putting a white spell on yourself every day? Is the question. Why,
How to do
you
that
know,
is-
start with affirmations. Words are spells. Start with affirming how powerful you are, affirming how great you are, affirming how bright you are, affirming. You gotta affirm these things. You know, instead of focusing, how do we get rid of negativity? There's another way to combat it is how do we amplify our positivity? That's something more in your control. If your light is bright enough, then actually you can go into any dark room and it's going to be bright. That's how you want to be. It's better focused like that, you know. So I would recommend that you just focus all things positive. Give yourself positive affirmations every day. Don't focus on what negative spell is happening, what dark magic is happening. Don't focus on that.
Yes.
It's not
The moment
healthy.
you told, yeah, don't focus on negative. When you say don't want, we'll actually get what we want. So that point severely struck me. And my second question, Master, I was recently into this manifesting and from when you started manifesting miracles class in August month, I was in that call also. And Master, I was working on my intuition part and your guided videos. And when I constantly work on this meditation, but I get pain over here, Master. Like here, it comes to here. Sometimes it's more here in the eyebrows part, Master. And it is like for the whole day. And when I concentrate more on any class or when I focus in one point very keen, I get this pain very often.
It's normal.
Is that usual?
Normal, yeah.
Okay.
Even opening up third eye, having pressure, uncomfortable, headache, this is normal too.
So nothing to do with it.
It's good, yeah.
Okay. And Master, in the mystical box, Angela Mom explained about the infinity band and all those things. Master.
Say that
Can
again.
Infinity in that mystical box, that video you sent me in our mail.
Okay, what's the question?
Yes, Master. In that, when we are so, if we talk about religiously, when we say Creator is with us, when the Creator is doing all those things. So why should we take help of a crystal or some kind of other things when we completely believe in Him?
I think it's like what you just said. It's taking help.
Okay.
Like your thing is like this. Okay, so let's say for example, if I was very good at football, you say if you're very good at football yourself, why not win the match yourself? Why you take help? Because I'm taking help. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I can take help, why do I not take help? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Like seeking help.
Everything is making the. Let's say for example, if yeah, it's like if your mind is so powerful, you can create everything you want. Why do you pray to water and try to manifest using water? Well, I'm taking help. You know, why put something in the corner? Why put a crystal there? Why do this? Why do that? I'm just taking help. It's exactly what you said, actually. It just all helps. It's all energy.
Thank you, Master. Thank you so much. Thank you, Master.
Thank you. Okay. Nadia's playing basketball now, or you want to ask your question? What do you want? You're gonna ask, okay. Where was my invites to basketball, huh?
You want to come along now? You can. Can you hear me?
Yes, what was your question, Nadia?
Okay, I have two actually. I just need to get out of the house. Apologies. I have two. First of all, thank you so much. I am having so much fun. I'm learning so much,
Wonderful.
and it's amazing. Thank you, and you're very funny. So my first question.
Okay, this time it's not me. Oh, I think she's gone to play basketball. Okay, we're gonna switch for now. Jay.
Hey, actually, I feel like you've answered one of my other questions. One other thing that I was just wondering about, going back to the packet that we had, is the last few pages. So I don't know if that was a part of what you covered today. I was taking notes, but not on those specific pages. But the last chapter, and which is on page 46, and also the final opportunity portal, which was on page 48.
Yeah, the last chapter is talking a lot about what I was speaking about today, which is our energy, being able to transfer in alternate dimensions. And so all of that, what I was speaking today, alternate dimensions to change things in different dimensions, whether it's past, future, multiple dimensions. So that's the content there.
Okay.
The final opportunity, I have no more opportunity games. I'm all
Okay.
opportunityed out. Everybody's asking 1 moment, 108, 1222, and everything. No, nothing else.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss.
You didn't miss anything, no.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nadia's back. Okay, let's bring Nadia back. We thought we went to shoot some hoops or something.
No, not yet. I have to walk over there. Anyways, so my question is, the first one is, during meditation, I asked this in the chat as well. During meditation, someone popped into my head and I just internally asked the question. And in my chest, there was this loud, very sharp voice answering the question I asked. And it was super sharp, and I just jumped out of meditation. I just sat up in bed and I had no idea what to do. And I didn't act on it because I was afraid because of my situation. I had a lot of things going on. I'm shy to tell you what the question was. But then I also want to know, how true is that inner voice? Like, how much should you follow it? Because what if things had gone wrong? And I regret my decision, but at the same time, I don't know what would have happened if I actually followed through with it. That's my question number one.
Why are you there?
Why am I where?
In the past.
What do you mean? Oh, why am I in the past? Why am I regretting my... Okay, yes, I get it. I know, it's just the
So
curiosity.
if I say you would have won $10 million and the love of your life, then what do you want to do? Then you can live the rest of your life regretting then. What does that mean? Why are you thinking about something that you are not going back to? So it's not it's past. Your manifestation is all that's happening now and moving forward. So there's nothing you cannot manifest by thinking about that. So there's no point.
But then just the curiosity, if it happens again, like what is that voice? Do you know, have you had that before?
The voice that says,
The voice that answered, you want to know the answer, really? Am I going to tell it in front of 1,000 people?
go for it.
It was, oh God, the voice said, the father of your firstborn baby. And I'm over 40.
No, what do you
I
mean? What do you
have,
mean? When what did it say, the father of your firstborn baby? Say that again.
when this person popped up in my head,
Right,
and I thought, okay, what about him?
right.
And that was the loud, loud voice in my chest. And of course, I didn't act on it because I had to leave the country. I am over 40 years old. So I just want to know, how true is that voice? Like, is it something that we should listen to?
Was that you were not thinking about it? That was not your thought. It
Nope.
is so if you are not thinking about it, then where does that come from? It's something that's beyond you. It's not you. What you think is limited to your biased thoughts or opinions, but it just came. It's there for you. It's it's messages for you.
Yeah. And what shows up for you is for you. And this is something we have to act on, correct?
Well, it's good when you do. Many people don't, by the way. Majority of people in the world cannot because they don't got the courage and they don't feel, they end up thinking too much. So many people don't.
Yeah. Well, I've never told anyone this. Now the entire world knows. Can I ask my second question?
Of course, yes.
My second question is regarding synchronicities. And again, what shows up for you is for you. I had a lot of synchronicities happening lately. I was seeing 111s and 222s, and there were just suggestions and like business opportunities, but not really. They were more like suggestions for businesses and opportunities. And I was in a state, I was just very, very happy, very calm at that time, and it was just coming towards me. But I was being sent home by my government because I work overseas. So I had to go home and I couldn't act on it. So when something shows up for you and it's for you, do you get a second chance? Like, if I go back there, would it work out, or is it you just lose it? You lose that chance.
Usually the momentum is not the same. So
Yeah.
yeah. So to make it happen, to make it manifest again, because usually when you miss that door, the universe will give you other direction to go to get to a result. So usually that door will not be open for you the same way it was open before. To make it open again requires a lot of effort for that to happen. So that's why usually we don't usually go back to try and reopen that door. Instead, we just keep moving forward to see, okay, I did miss that door. Let's just see what the next door is that appears, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, so that was it. That was my question because it was there, but then I was not able to do anything about it at all.
Yeah, we could say it's not possible for it to happen, but it requires too much effort actually. Then other things will be sacrificed to make that happen then. So it's not yeah. That's why the whole of spirituality is teaching us to live in every moment and be present in every moment, and whatever past is past. And we just keep moving forward, and more opportunities will show up. It may not be the exact same one, but other ones will show up.
Yeah. Okay. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just told you a big secret.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be a
And
secret now forever because there's only 1,000 people listening, so joke.
oh, great. That's excellent. And you're invited to the next game, by the way. Absolutely.
Oh, that's where are you based?
In Norway.
Oh, I have to go all the way to Norway for the next game.
It's not that far. Come on now. I'm coming to Dubai, so
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so,
you.
so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Naren, please. Yeah.
Hello, Master. Namaste.
Namaste.
Master, so this manifestation is something new that I just picked up after watching your YouTube videos. Then I got some clarity after these 5 days. But sometimes when I manifest and I'm visualizing, right, I feel that sometimes I see eyes looking back at me. Is this something that I'm doing it wrong or?
Well, I mean, it could be numerous reasons why you see that. It could be, I don't know, you were looking in a mirror before, then you close your eyes, visualize, or maybe you seen a photo of someone with some eyes before, and then you start meditating. It could be a visual imprint. Another thing it could be is that you are unconsciously accessing alternate realms, which is highly likely. We get a bit blurry, and I can see something else. What is that? But I think only you will be able to, on your journey, find your answer to what is that you're seeing. But in terms of manifestation, if you're purely just saying, I'm trying to manifest something for myself, then is it normal that you see eyes? Not really. It's not part of the manifestation protocol. I think that's more of a spiritual thing rather than anything else.
Okay, I'll try to understand what you just said. And the second question is finding your purpose. You say through more service, you'll find out what is your meaning, what's your purpose. But how do I proceed in that way?
To find your purpose,
Yes,
what purpose are you looking for? Are you looking for
the higher purpose.
well, there's two things. Continue to equip yourself more, and the second thing is continue to find ways or areas where you can serve other people, other things. So you have to be in an action of savor, the action of service. You have to be continuously trying to help as many people, as many situations as you can, trying to help in bigger situations that you can, in whatever capacity that you can. That's the first thing. You should be in a contribution mode, a service mode. So keep doing that. Find what you can help with people with. And then very soon what will happen is you will think, well, I kind of want to help in here, but I don't know how to help. That's where the second part before I said equipping yourself comes in. Keep equipping yourself and learning new skills, strategies, things that you can do to be able to contribute more, help more. So example could be that I start with helping an old lady cross the road. That's my service for today. And I'm saying, but that's it. That's my life purpose. No, I'm destined for more than that. So, okay, what's bigger than that? I don't know. I could try creating old people's home. I don't know. Maybe that'll help more people at one time. Oh, so now I need to ask, okay, yeah, that's helping a lot of people. Now then my question is, okay, so what do I need to make that happen? So I need to equip myself. Oh, I need money to open up people's home. Oh, I need connections to open, oh, I need whatever. So that's where it will work. So let's say, for example, if I'm like, okay, where to serve? Oh, Master has a charity out in Kenya. Okay, let me start there then. I'll go to Kenya with him. So you go to Kenya. So you go to Kenya and you say, okay, I just help these children. And then you look, where can I help? Well, I can teach some classes. What? That's my purpose? No, I think it's bigger than that. Great. Start with helping teach some classes and see what's bigger than that. Oh, they all don't know this thing that I know. And I think I can contribute there. I know about solar panels. Great. Okay. Let's find people to donate solar panels or find people to donate money, and then you get the solar panels set up for people, and that's your thing. Then do more of it. And you say, no, I think it's bigger than that. I think my life purpose is bigger than just supplying some solar panels. So you'd be like, this could be a whole charity organization where more people can come in and do the, okay, but what do I need to do that? Well, how can more people come in? I don't have any visibility. Oh, equip myself. Oh, maybe I need some visibility. Maybe I can go and learn about marketing, or maybe I can learn about maybe creating a YouTube channel talking about it. And oh, but I can't do that because I'm not good in front of camera. I'm shy and I'm not good to communicate. Oh, can I equip myself? Okay, well, I can probably go learn speaking and learn be a better communicator. Right now I'm equipped, and then you serve bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why everybody, start small service. It'll start giving you answer because when you do small service, it will satisfy you a little bit, but not enough that satisfy your life destiny. But at least it gets you started. And then you start saying, I want to do something bigger. And then your next question needs to be, what do I need to make that happen? Oh, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at that. Great. Equip yourself. If you continue along that journey, what will happen? Well, how fast will that process be? I don't know. I'll give you 2-3 years to find your higher purpose. If you manage to find your highest purpose in 2-3 years, oh my God, you're doing amazing. Because most people, live all their lives not even finding it. So, can you rush it? Can you tell me, Master? Can you just tell me what it is today? Not really. 2-3 years will blink of an eye will pass by. Most people, nothing much changed. For you, you found your life purpose. It's a big deal. So I think start with service and continue to equip yourself to do bigger service.
Okay. Thank you, Master. Thank you for your time.
Welcome. Thank you. I can see one more VIP banner with the hand raised, so we're going to take that as the last question for today. We have Arnella.
Hello, Master. Namaste.
Namaste. We have an authentic niche coach. Wonderful.
My question to you is, recently I found out that I am highly intuitive, and I'm having
recently you realized what?
That I'm highly intuitive, so I can sometimes predict what will happen, but my problem which is happening is when I try to visualize something, I have difficulty. So sometimes I can see what will happen, but when I try to visualize, to force, I have difficulty.
Yeah, it's the same for everyone. We cannot force anything to happen. Yeah, flow and intuition is discipline and surrender, the balance of that. So our discipline is knowing the structure and the protocol to be intuitive, and surrender means that I don't need to do it, and I'm not trying to do it, and I'm not forcing it to do it, and it will show up. So we cannot force it.
Okay, thank you. And I have another question. When we want to set an intentions If you have any kind of recommendation, how can we clear our energy before we set intentions?
The easiest way is breath work. Yeah, easiest. So I give you all simple breath work. We start with let's give three sequence of breath works for this. The first one that I recommend everybody do is fire breath, Kapalbhati. So with the abdominal, we contract and we exhale. What that will do is that will activate our energy center, and it will activate all our energies, and naturally all blocked energies will open up. So natural healing will happen. So that will naturally help a cleansing process. That's the first breath. Okay. The second breath that I recommend is from the palms, bringing up, push up out of the crown. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So when we inhale, we bring in light energy. When we exhale, we push out all heavy and unwanted energies. Right. So this is what we do. So each breath we probably do for around 5-10 minutes. Okay, each breath. So a total, all three breaths you can conclude within 15 to 30 minutes. Right. The third breath will just be now. After that, you are cleansing and you're bringing in new energies, and it's pure. The final breath is just deep abdominal breathing. Breathe as slow as you can. Slow inhale. Gentle exhale. As slow as you can. And our palms should be upwards facing, holding Prapti Mudra. Thumbs and fingers should all be touching and facing upwards on our lap. That's the third breath. After that third breath, you're best for manifestation because you raise your vibrations, you cleanse, you clear, you are silent, peaceful. It's like a new chapter, and then set your intentions. So that's the best 3 breaths before setting intentions.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to bring Angela on. I believe I don't know what she's giving away, some money or something. I don't know. So I'm going to bring Angela back on. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining this bonus session. I just wanted to make a few announcements as well. Those of you who have joined 108 Circle and you're new to it, we are currently in the 108 journey, the 30 days spiritual journey already. So you probably will get some links to some calls already within the next few days, so you can join the calls. So we'll be doing yoga sessions and all the rest of it. You'll learn a lot from it. And also with regards to anybody who's joined the investment group and you're new to it, in this following week, I've got a bit of traveling to do, so you're going to be part of a Telegram group. I always leave you voice notes whenever I'm buying or selling anything. Any questions you can ask inside the Telegram group. We have many old members there who know all the basics anyway, so they'll be able to help you out with how to get started. And I believe when I go back to Dubai, which will be in 1 week's time, I'm currently in the UK. So when I'm back in Dubai, I'll set up some sort of call with me and my team members, and then we'll be there to answer some of your questions, especially where there's newbies there. I don't know how to get started and things like that. I mean, there's plenty of videos already there, but I just want to be there just in case you need any questions answering. Okay, so if you joined any of the groups, don't worry about it. By next week when I'm back, I'll schedule a call and then we can chat there and answer your questions. Yeah. Other than that, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the 5 days. Thank you for joining yesterday's meditation. It was wonderful. Thank you for your contribution towards the planet, the world. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next call. Remember, tomorrow's the viral video challenge. I'm gonna ask the team to put all 3 links, so you guys have it: the free call, the 108, the free viral video challenge tomorrow, the free call. what the the investment group as well. So if the team can drop that inside there, and I'm going to bring Angela back on. Make sure to save all the links, by the way, so you guys have it, and then you won't lose it. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Namaste. Namo Himalaya. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you,
Namo Himalaya.
thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Beautiful, thank you, Master. So how many of you learned something? Give me a yes inside the chat. How many of you are the live warriors running through the finish line? I see Lana with so much energy. Beautiful, beautiful. So the team has kindly dropped all of the links inside the chat. I know we spoke about the mystical box, but I also know that there's a lot of people that went a little bit higher. So what we're going to be doing, actually, we're going to do a quick video in the Facebook Creator Circle tomorrow. So we will be announcing the winners there, so everybody gets the opportunity to see. Is that okay? Can we do that for everybody? Is that okay for everybody? So what I would like the team to do is to also drop the link of the Facebook Creator Circle where I'm going to be announcing the winner. So tomorrow you will see a notification. You will probably manifest it and see your name in the winners list, and then I will share who is the winner of the mystical box. Is that okay for everybody? Beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for this amazing 5 days. Those of you who were with us over the 5-day manifestation challenge, thank you. Those of you who were here for the for the world, and I'll see all of you tomorrow in the viral video challenge. So make sure to register. It's completely for free. And be open. You never know what comes out of those opportunities that is in front of you. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Master Shri Akarshana, for all your knowledge, all of your teachings, and thank you for the team who is here supporting before and after you. So all my love, all my prayers, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Namo Himalaya, everybody. Namaste.